this thing. What's up, y'all? Halito, my Americans. Halito, my Hoyomikos. Halito, my associates, friends, enemies, whatever you is. What's up? Is the video still frozen? Is it still? Can you even hear me? Y'all should be able to see the background. So those y'all that's coming in, you should already know what it's about. Everything's gonna be peaceful. Everything's gonna be respectful. Things like that. We're gonna do everything in decency and order. Things like that. It's just some things got to be addressed. Things have to be addressed. It ain't just out him. It's about a couple of more people too. So let's get it. Let's go. What's up, Opium? Any other brother that choose to want to come up here, you can too. Any sister that want to come up here and give their concerns or disagreement or agreement, don't matter. You can come up here too. But allow everything to be done in decency and order. Let everything be done in respects of persons, etc., etc. All right. What's up, Opium? Can you hear me, Opium?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm over here just listening to this clown talk about how you came into the live to defend me and all this craziness.
All right. We're gonna talk about it first. We're gonna sit up here. We're gonna talk about it. All right, everybody. You should know that me and Earth Speaks have burnt bridges. And I'm gonna tell you how it is. I don't care if just because you see me with an individual doesn't mean they part of my team. That's for one. Yes, burned bridges. He burnt it first. He burnt it first. And I'm gonna tell you about the debate and all the other shit. First and foremost, I'm gonna let y'all know, those of y'all that was in that live early in the morning, I did not agree to no damn debate. For one, if I'm gonna debate, y'all should know when I'm about to debate. Just like when I did with Port City, I broadcast it. I make several videos about it. I do everything. I do everything to promote when I'm gonna debate someone. I didn't debate him or even asked him to debate, especially if something so foolish about a fucking theory. What I debate about is something that's real life, our nationalities, who we are, laws, things like that. I don't debate about no fucking circus ass bullshit, such as flat earth or globe earth, and then turn around and get fucking mad about because nobody don't believe into your theories. That's dumb as hell. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened when I got on the live for those of y'all that got on there. While I got on the live, this would trigger me to get on the live for one. He was being disrespectful to everybody. When I say everybody, I said everybody. Yes, homies 45 crying on kids out. Shout out brother that said that. First and foremost, I'm gonna call it what it is, and those of y'all may feel what I'm gonna feel. Some of y'all might not feel what I'm gonna feel, but I'm gonna just be, I'm gonna say what it is. Earlier, he had a live early in the morning, and he was talking about people debating him. He wants somebody to debate him on the flat Earth and globe Earth bullshit, right? And basically, he said something that was very disrespectful, not just towards me, but towards a lot of people that produce knowledge, that like to teach, things like that, right? So what I did was, as the man I am, I went up on this panel and called him out for his bullshit. I said, first and foremost, quit get out your fucking feelings. Quit crying and shit. That's all you fucking do is sit up here and cry when somebody go against you. When somebody have a different opinion from you, that's all you fucking do is sit up there and cry and block them and fucking take them off your panel. You did that to me 5 times this morning. 5 times this morning, you removed me off your panel. When I ask you one little question, you say, anybody that wants to smoke, come up here. You pulled up the emerald, a translation for one of the emerald tablets. And I asked you one question concerning the emerald tablets, and guess what the hell you say? Get that bullshit off my panel and kick me off. I asked them, how the hell's the word spear inside of the damn emerald tablets? The emerald tablets is a form of Paleo Hebrew. What fucking Paleo Hebrew word translate to the word, a modern ass word called spear? Spear as in the spear circle type bullshit. What word translates to that? Get your bitch ass off my panel. You can't handle me. You can't handle me. So why would I go on your panel and you out here telling everybody lies about you're gonna let me talk and all this other shit? You wasn't gonna do that because you couldn't even handle me this morning off one damn question. You couldn't even handle Mo Facts when he asked you some damn questions. You couldn't even handle Brother X when he asked you some damn questions. You got emotional. You got fucking sensitive. You didn't even read the bullshit that you have on your wall for one. You don't read shit that you post up. You recite shit. You regurgitate shit that you always come across. Not one person can produce any type of knowledge that you produce first. You always sharing people's stuff, then speaking on it as if you the one that found it first. This is what we talk about in the back rooms about you. Not just amongst me, but other people. Other people talk about you, about the bullshit that you be doing. You be stealing people content. You don't read books. You've been in the same book for 3 damn months. A book that I gave you, that I text to you. And you got the fucking nerve to call me out after all the damn information I gave you, after all the books I gave you. I welcome your ass into the community. Nobody ain't welcome your ass in. You was out here stealing people's shit. I welcome you. You didn't put nobody on. You've been stuck at 89,000 for a long ass time. My page has been banned. My account been banned 5 times. If my accounts would never got banned, I would have been up to 200K. You steal people's shit and you act like you the GOAT. You ain't the fucking GOAT, Earth. You don't know shit. You cry and shit when somebody call you out and challenge you. I don't give a damn about having friends. I'm only there for people that is real. If you about that knowledge, you about that understanding, I could call the people out on my fingers that taught me shit. Antelos, Rashad Poet, C3, Opium. Who else? I can name Naturalista. I can name a lot of people and the type of information they showed me that I learned from and I piggyback off of and I added to the shit that they gave to me. Not Opium, Earth Speaks. You ain't produced shit that I learned from you. We teaching you and you acting like you the king of, like you the ownership of this knowledge. You don't produce shit. You want to hear for just for likes, just for fame, and just for fucking clickbait and all this other shit. That's all you here for. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of these hidden ass enemies. I'm tired of hidden ass enemies, secret enemies. Kiki laughing up in your face, but they secret ass enemies. And they chose the right time to reveal themselves. Earth is one of them. The first time I let that slide, when you fucking challenged my mind and said, since you don't believe in the globe Earth, that shit's stupid to me. That shit's stupid in me. That's dumb. Downplaying everybody's minds because they don't believe in the globe Earth. That's just like me saying, hey, you shouldn't be teaching shit because you like an apple. You like to eat apples. So that means you shouldn't teach nothing since you like to eat apples. What kind of bullshit is that? And now, no disrespect to anybody that supports him. No disrespect to anybody that supports him. If you want to watch his stuff, that's cool. You still want to watch my stuff, that's cool. I don't got no animosity, no grudge to anybody that respects his content. But what I'm talking right now is on some personal ass shit. And I'm one of the first people to come out on it. You regurgitate shit, you lie and shit, you make it seem like you a big dog when you fucking not. I got fucking receipts that show proof when you start talking about this Indian shit. You don't know who the fuck you is. You don't you like Opium said, he talked about your oldest port. You thought I got on your live to defend Opium when everybody was there in that live this morning. No, I did not come on no panel to defend Opium. I didn't even say his fucking name. I said, you know fucking better to sit up there and challenge me like that. You didn't come to me with no respect. You didn't come to me with no peace. I came up there and said, shut the fuck up being emotional. This is the second time I told your ass, quit being fucking emotional. Nobody don't like talking to your ass because you're so fucking emotional. Nobody can't break shit down to you because you're so fucking emotional. Total was on your side. He fucking scared to speak on your ass. You went big dog against your homie. Then on the panel this morning. You talking shit to Total. What the fuck Total do to you? And he was one of your big dog supporters. And you talking shit to him. What kind of bullshit is that? Like I said, man, you're not knowledgeable. You old as shit for no fucking reason. You ain't been doing this shit for a long time. You just started doing this. I went back. I looked back at all your shit. You start talking on this shit in the beginning of 2022. In the beginning of 2022, I got the receipt when you start talking about this. 2022, and all the information that's above that, you was just duetting people's shit. You wasn't producing nothing.
I just want to chime in real quick and say to a lot of people that follow him or be listening to him, it's kind of funny how y'all be, because I just got out of that live not too long ago that he just had right now, and y'all all up in that chat, right? Letting him say that I'm being guided by the ancestors. All my knowledge is coming from the ancestors. But he just asked about three different females from my matriarch system and from my community personally to help him do his genealogy, but he talking about he receiving messages from the ancestors. What ancestors? And the fact that y'all all in there letting him slide with that says, what about y'all?
Like I said, Opium, they his supporters. I don't give a damn about it. That's y'all can support him all day. That's cool. I mean, we still family by the end of the day, but what I'm not going to tolerate is disrespect of any kind. Because the way how he called out people this morning wasn't just towards me; it was towards anybody that teach.
That's
It
where
was
he messed
against
up.
y'all commoners too. It was against
Yeah.
anybody that supported him. He said, "Y'all don't got no business teaching if you believe in a flat Earth.
Are y'all paying attention to how that man
Y'all not
speaks?
paying attention to what this man's saying, and
Hey,
you
can
out
I
here
say
supporting
something?
this bullshit."
I had seen the well, I heard him or whatever, and I even got felt disrespected because he was like, if you believe in the flat Earth and you spiritual, you shouldn't be teaching nobody nothing. And it's a lot of people that he deal with that believes in that type of stuff. So that's disrespect towards a lot of us. So yes, he said
Could
a
I,
lot of
hey, could I
disrespectful, no matter if he in his feelings or not.
can I throw this out there? Because it seems like a lot of people forgot that, at least, that when this situation occurred a few months ago, and you and the other few matriarchs had to step in to make it a fair, come to a fair median, right? Because y'all didn't want to. There was no point of us arguing over this, and I could have swore me, him, and a few other people agreed with your conclusion and other women's conclusion that this is a womb. That's the fair way to look at it, and we all agreed. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I
The point
remember
is,
this conversation.
you disrespecting people off fucking theories. You burning bridges with people for fucking theories, not something tangible like land, who you are, laws, money, things that can actually help you in a generational wealth and your children and your people from the generations to come. You're
Right.
fucking going at us about a damn theory.
Right. This is crazy. You
That's
really
crazy
you
as
want to
shit.
debate about the earth being flat or a sphere, and you want to debate natural, not the person that
Me
you
out of
talk
all
about,
fucking people.
not
Knowing
open.
everybody know I don't even talk about this shit. I don't talk about no fucking flat earth.
It's like they reported it.
Mm.
Everything's for educational purposes, and nobody ain't saying none that violates fucking community guidelines. So y'all could cut the crap on reporting for no fucking
And
reason.
let me say
And I
this
got
too.
a,
Cut the
I got a, I
swing.
got a whole nother page I can go live on right now.
And let
But
me say
other
this
than that,
to the people that keep comments, because I'm seeing multiple of these comments. Don't come over here telling us what he said. This is his tactic. He did that to Park City and them too. He said, go tell him I'm waiting for him. He be saying a debate and say, we're going to debate this time. Ain't nobody agree to nothing. So don't come over here
nobody
talking
agreed to
about
nothing.
go to his, no. He can come over here. And first off, he blocked him and then he unblocked him just to make that video. So don't come over here talking about go to his live. You go join his live and listen to him ranting about my husband.
Exactly. Like that's the part I forgot to talk about. In the live earlier this morning, when I asked him a series of questions, the man was scared to answer my questions. He kept taking me down off the panel. You don't turn around and say, okay, we're gonna debate set 7 p.m. No, you can't even go past the first series of questions I asked you without getting fucking emotional. That's why I said Brother X is better than you. Port City is better than you. Mo Fax is better than you. When it comes down to mannerism, when it comes down to truly debating, you're trash. And that debate with Mo Fax, you didn't even debate shit. You was fucking crying the whole entire time. Mo Fax was crying too, but you was crying the whole fucking time. You wasn't even reading your background. And I was fair in that debate when you went Mo Fax. I said, Earth, read the shit that's behind you. He got kind of emotional when I said that. I said, you're not reading shit.
He
Now you dare to
didn't
try to
say shit.
challenge me? Me out of all people, I'll be the last person you really want to debate. Because a real debate would be on fucking Zoom. Not where your ass can sit up here, unmute and mute yourself. Your debate, if it was gonna be a real damn debate, for again, I told you I would promote the hell out that shit. We would have a real day. You don't set that shit as if you the big dog. He want to debate me off
Um,
of fucking Earth. No, let's debate your bloodline. Let's debate the knowledge of the American Indians that you know. Let's debate something that's real tangible, that means something. And there go Total. Total, I don't even know why the fuck you support him when he fucking disrespected the hell out of you this morning, Total. And you still was on his side. You a fucking good ass friend. You a good ass friend. For him to talk shit about you and you still right there on his side. You a good ass friend.
is
Fucking
it
good
okay
ass
if I
friend,
speak,
Total.
please?
Go ahead, Seductor.
Hi, I'm new and I have seen a couple of your lives, so I come with peace, respect to everybody. I don't come here to take sides, okay? It's just I have a thought, if that's okay. I'm Indigenous, and as an Indigenous person, we are very peaceful people. I literally have never seen Black Americans or so-called Indigenous people behave this way, right? I know everyone is passionate about what they believe in and what they teach and what they stand for. I get it. But why is it that every time I'm online, I see Black men emotional, screaming, yelling, y'all are attacking each other, and none of this really solves anything, right? And respectfully, it's very divisive. If you're Indigenous, then it's a lifestyle, it's a state of mind. We don't disrespect men, we don't disrespect women, we don't argue back and forth, we don't have to agree, but we live in peace, right? So a lot of times when I hear people say, oh, I'm Indigenous or I'm American Indian, your lifestyle and the way you carry yourself, the way you behave, in my personal opinion, is not a reflection of that. And I'm generally speaking, right? I watched some of the live earlier and I watched some of his lives. I watched some of your lives. And a lot of times I give y'all 5 or 10 minutes and I'm out because the back and forth, the screaming, everyone wants to yell and speak over each other. Nobody can really learn and nobody can really understand the points that you guys are making because
What
everyone
live did you see
is
that was
overly
mine?
emotional.
Seductor,
I've
what
seen a
live did you
few of
see that was,
I've seen
where
a
did you
few
see
of
it
your
at?
lives. I've seen a few of your lives. I watched a few of your videos, and I agree with your content. I'm not being negative. Like I genuinely support your content. It's a few other creators that I support your content. I watch your videos. I watch your lives. But a lot of times when people get together as a collective,
Mhm.
it's very loud. Meaning it's just arguing. It's back and forth. Like whatever you're saying, I understand why you're saying it. I get it. Why don't you And I understand what Earth is saying. I get what he's saying. I don't understand why you got to sing it apart. Why can't two gentlemen, if that's what
It's
y'all want to
hold on.
do,
That's where I'm gonna
if there's
stop
an
you at.
issue,
Anyways,
It's the simple. Hold on. It's
anyways,
the simple fact that you pandering. Look, it's the simple fact that he sit up here and lied and said that I agreed to something. When if you actually was in that live this morning,
okay.
you would know I did not agree to no damn debate. He was mad, pandering himself, talking to himself, saying let's set up a debate, and he agreed with himself. When he said something about the debate, I wasn't even in the fucking live. For one, I wasn't on the damn panel. I was in the comment section. I never agreed to shit. That's for one. And you,
I
for you to
left
say you,
I left
for
the live.
okay,
I left the
so
live and I leave. You're not allowing me to finish respectfully. Okay. I'm
go
being
ahead.
respectful to you. I'm not here to attack you or judge you. I'm just giving one perspective, right? So again, I left his live and I leave a lot of his lives because a lot of times it's too much I don't want to say anger, but it's too much passion. It's too much chaos. And I get turned off by it, meaning I can't receive what someone is saying when you're screaming and yelling and everyone's just going back and forth. People calling to his live and no one's respecting each other. That's what I'm saying. I'm not specifically saying about you. I'm just generally speaking. I wish that Indigenous people can find a way to communicate and you guys can, not specifically about today, just in general, find a way to communicate so everyone that's trying to support you can learn, because there are a lot of Black Americans that don't know anything, and when we have to get online and we're seeing all this back and forth, it makes people want to turn away and not care, and they need to care about it. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yes, but you gotta be here for majority of my lives to know that that's what be going on. I do be talking to people civil. I don't be doing a lot of yelling and yelling in my lives or whatsoever. Majority of the lives I do, I'm actually teaching a lesson. Like, but for all she knows,
Right.
Empress, she knows, C3, she knows, and O's knows. That's majority of the stuff I do. You yourself just said you new to
Okay.
this. You yourself just said you only saw a few. You can't speak on the whole collective as if you saw the whole thing and just make your evaluation based off that. A lot of people come to you like,
Right.
I'll say resume like that. I got a good resume when it comes down to teaching people, them learn their genealogy and all those things like that. A damn good one. Now, you just coming up in the
Right.
mix of something
Right.
that, you coming up in the mix of something that a bridge is being burned and things have to be said in the forefront because
Right.
one, when people bring up Earth Speaks name, usually natural is with that. So what I'm doing is separating ties
Right.
from it so people could publicly know this is me. You just a person that just came up, you know what I'm saying? That took some of my stuff. We took each other in. We chopped up. Well, I gave him information. Um, that and when he produced his content, I produce my content. We be by our way. We never was like this, and we still not family. I can't be found with somebody that don't know who they are. For one, that's for one.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
for that, I know who I am. I'm Choctaw. I'm Choctaw. I'm Kitawa. I got several different bloodlines running through my bloodline. I'm in through my veins right now. I said this so many times,
Right.
but other than that, you just came in at the wrong time where things have to be addressed. And I get what you're
Right.
saying. You are 100% right. It's hard to take in
Right.
something when somebody is yelling and stuff. I 100% agree with you. But I
Yeah,
can't,
because he's been
this
online
just
all
burning
day
the bridge.
today, and I was like, "Go ahead." I'm sorry.
No, you can finish. That's why I was, that's just the
No,
end of it. No, I'm talking about the end of
I
what I
think
was
that
saying.
for me, I'm just mind blown that Black Americans are just realizing they're Indigenous or they're so-called American Indians. Like, respectfully to everybody, I don't know, and I'm not going to get into it, how people can live 60, 70, 80, 100 years and nobody in your family told you you were Indigenous. This is my entire lifestyle. I've known this since birth. I grew up this way. I grew up with knowledge. So, and I've stayed away from social media because I'm a very private person. So when I got on TikTok, I was like, people really don't know they're Indigenous. Like, this is literally so above me, because I was like, people really just don't know. And then when I start to listen to the different creators, I'm like, okay, they're giving facts like you give facts. There's a beautiful Black lady. I think she's from Louisiana. I don't know her name. She gives a lot of really concrete information, so I support her content as well. But I just feel like, a lot of people are just lost because they don't know who to listen to. And today there's just so much chaos online that people are just like, I give up. You know what I mean? And if they don't know who they are, they really need to catch up because they're really behind. You know what I mean? And for the people that are, respectful and they are giving information, I applaud it and I support it. I just hate to see Black men or the Black community in this type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Let me jump in right quick. The thing is this though. The reason
Yes, that's
why
the lady. I think I recognize your voice. I think I support your content. I recognize your voice. So I didn't remember your name, but I recognize your voice.
Yeah, my name is B for all. But the
Be for
reason
all.
why
Okay.
the reason why Earth Speaks is on this background and why it's an issue, he did the same exact thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he put me on.
Oh,
He said that he made me who I am. I've been living the same lifestyle since I was a child. So for you to disrespect me and say
right.
that you put me on, that's bullshit. Because
Oh,
the only person who really helped
okay.
me is natural, is the one that really put me
Okay.
on. All my supporters really came from natural. Lord, and here's the
Okay.
thing though. Earth Speaks have an ego going on with him, and I cannot rock with that.
Okay.
He think that,
Right.
and here's the thing. He think that he made us who we are. And when he makes statements like, "Oh, these people that just come into the platform, y'all just knowing them." No, baby, you just knowing me. I've been doing this. This run through my bloodline. Just because
Right.
you bumped into me, that don't mean that I did this walking my everyday life. Because when you ask my children who they are, they gonna tell you. So he is very disrespectful. He got too much ego going on. He think everybody supposed to be
Okay.
paying it to him.
Yes,
I'm not
sis.
coming to your live. I'm not coming to your live.
Okay.
He trying to
Okay.
get attention, and we can't. He did the same thing to me. Everything he doing to natural, he did it
Okay.
to me.
I
Wow.
just I just wanted to put in something because I was actually in that live this morning, and like from what I saw, it didn't even seem like Natural was being disrespectful at all. Like from what I saw, Natural asked a question,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
Earth Speaks just kicked him out and was like calling him a little boy and everything, and he was mad because of something that I Opium said. So that was like the kind
Okay.
of thing that was deterrent to me, was that one, I never really followed the guy until he followed me, first of all, because I noticed that he just puts out a lot of information that's not necessarily accurate or true at all. Like that's just something I
Mm-hmm.
noticed, is that the only good information that he put out was really stuff that he's reposted. But I just gave him a follow back just to show, support and everything, because I'm not like a hater or nothing like that. But like I've been doing this
For
longer than
sure.
he has, like this is my third account. It might not seem like a lot, but I literally got 2 accounts banned before this one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Yes.
I don't really go live or nothing like that, or I just started doing that recently. And so like not a lot of people, I
Okay.
guess, have been seeing like my content, but literally when I got into the live, he literally, what happened was he pulled up something called the Emerald Tablets, which he pulled up a source that didn't even show the original translation of the Emerald Tablets, which I don't even presume to be like a legitimate, necessarily like a legitimate thing, because uh all the other like mentions of the Emerald Tablet, it's like legendary. No one actually has the Emerald Tablet. If they did, then they would be living forever, according to the Emerald Tablet. And so he pulls up this
Okay.
information, and he's referring to the term sphere, and he has like a cropped screenshot version. I asked him to repost it so I could figure out where his source came from. So I found his source, and not only in the source did he pull up that he was talking about the sphere of the Earth, because I guess the whole thing was talking about flat Earth versus round Earth, and I really don't like have an opinion either way. However, in the same exact article, in this his own source that I don't even deem credible, it also compares the Earth to a plane. So I'm trying to ask him, like, or Lord
Right.
Natural asked, he's like, where does the word sphere come from? And that's literally what got him blocked and banned off of the live. That's literally what happened. So I just saw I
Okay.
when I saw that, I was like, like that was one, disrespectful uh Earth Speaks part, because Natural, from what
Okay.
I saw, didn't do anything. He just asked him a question. It seemed like he was literally gonna sit there and try to hold a position. And just because someone doesn't agree with you is not them disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? And he asked a legitimate question, which was, in that
Right.
context, what does sphere mean? And honestly, in my
That
response, I
part.
could even ask him. I could say sphere could mean something like a point of interest that is defined by, you know, certain characteristics, not necessarily a circle. So that's why I was like kind of like off put
Hmm.
by that, and I don't really follow a lot of his information at all. I think that he got a lot of his followers based off of conspiracy theories that a lot of people will buy into, but that are not necessarily true.
Right. All right. Let's move to the next person that wish to
Oh,
speak. You got something to say, seductive, uh, before I let all speak?
oh no. No, if I was disrespectful, that was not my intention. I just, I'm a very peaceful woman, and I
Mhm.
just try to, I want peace and love for everybody. So I appreciate you guys giving me an opportunity to speak to you. I will try to follow everybody on the panel. I do support you guys' material. I do support the things that you guys teach. And if anybody felt disrespected, I mean, I'm not a representative for him, but I do apologize, because as Indigenous people, in my culture, we don't disrespect anybody. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, we definitely do.
Right.
So
OCO.
thank you guys so much. And again, I wish everybody peace, love, light, strength, and courage. And I hope that moving forward, maybe he can figure himself out, because as men and women, we no one deserves to be disrespected. No one kids deserve to be talked about. No one's husband. Like I'm not for that at all. I don't believe in that. So I feel bad about it. And I just hope that some things can change, but it's not on you guys. It's just a sad situation. But thank you guys for having me, and I hope you guys have a good evening. Okay,
Right.
Good,
Peace.
good. All
Peace.
right.
you're welcome.
OCO the God from IE.
What's the
Oshigosu.
Oh,
yo?
Um,
I'll see y'all.
I'm just here. I seen that you guys were going live and about the flat Earth theory and round Earth theory. I kind of laughed at it, and I was like, this is gonna be a good debate. I guess two different minds going at a certain subject, and I didn't want to dabble into it and see what was going on or whatever, because obviously most of you who know me know that I have a definite Indigenous connection, a deep one, and
Mhm.
so what we actually believe as Indigenous people, I just like to watch, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like my fifth page now. You know what I'm saying? So I just like to watch and see what you guys are putting out and see what's going on. But I completely missed what happened. I don't know where the conversation went to, so I would like everybody to just kind of fill me in. I mean, you don't have to get too deep into it because I know everybody's in an emotional state right now. But
I'll tell you. Nah, shoot, the ego went down. Um, Basically, this morning he had a live and he
What up?
stated that. Oh shoot, opium. Yeah, 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 yeah. Where
It,
he at?
it's it started in
He,
Papa
yeah,
Patch
he,
Live.
yeah. Well,
That's where it
opium. Speak
started.
about that.
Let
Mo
them catch
Fax
up
was
on
on the
that because you
live.
ain't see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let O talk about it, and then I'll talk about when I hopped up there.
Hey, opium. Can you talk about what had happened last night so that everybody can know that what transpired? What transpired today. It's about what happened last night. It's what had
Oh,
transpired today.
yeah, they lagging me out for some reason, but hopefully I'll be able to explain to y'all. So basically, y'all, if anybody knows me well enough and they know how I get
Hold on one
down,
second.
you would,
Hold on.
you know.
The commenters that's come in talking about Earth been waiting for 30 minutes. I mean, whatever. He can keep waiting because nobody ain't going to his panel. Nobody ain't agreed to it. At this point, he talking to himself.
I'm gonna go
The
debate him
bridge, the
soon.
bridge has been burned. But go ahead, Opium.
So like I was saying, if most people know how I get down, they would understand due to the fact of Mo Facts and Earth Speaks being in Papa's, live at one time. I felt the need to, have to do what I do to the both of them. So I hopped up in there and, pretty much was, going back and forth pretty much just with Earth because he hopped up in there before I got in there and was telling Mo facts that he would debate anybody and nobody's, doing what he doing the umbrella term, using the umbrella term. So I hopped up in there and I said, well, why, when I tried to humbly send you the whole document of no curvature, because I like to, have a fair perspective on things and I really don't like to dip into nothing like how natural stated, unless it's something that's just factual or it can be proven to a certain extent. And due to the fact of me finding the most fairest evidence of somebody proving no curvature, but him also saying himself that it doesn't matter if you think it's round or flat. If you, the thing that needs to happen now at this point is somebody to prove curvature. If you can prove curvature, you can state whatever you want to state. So I just left it. I left it at that. I left it in a fair state. You get what I'm saying? I left it in a fair state, and he sent me a. He set up there and disrespectfully with his response, I don't care about that old Eurocentric. And the dude who did the research was a his name is Zen Garcia, which is like a he looked like one of us crippled gentleman that's very heavily into the Bible and all kind of. You could just tell the dude is a good-hearted, fair gentleman, and he just totally discredited the man, totally just discredited the whole man, just
He
everything
hit
about
him
which
with the
that was
pseudo
another
with no
turn off or another
explanation.
thing that made me look at him a
So
different type of way,
so
that he just
excuse me. So is he arguing
just
that the Earth
discredited the
is?
man
So
without
is he
even
arguing
like,
that the Earth is round?
Yeah, he believed the earth is round.
no,
That's
it
his statement.
doesn't. Exactly. And I left it at a fair stance with my research that there was a gentleman that in modern times was able to prove that there was no curvature because of a gentleman from IBM trying to sue him because of what he found out due to his research and him asking a question. And then
Right.
so they went to court over it, and due to just the court, so I just kept it there because like I said, due to the thing, the man says it don't matter the shape, forget the shape, we not, that's too much of, that's like y'all, how y'all said, which I agree with, that's a never ending kind of thing. But if anything, you can't take away from him that he went to court and all the evidence that he provided was no curvature. So due to all that going back and forth, and him stating himself out his own mouth in that live that he did respond in a rude manner, which he also displayed because how he responded to see mommy. And but that's, she's gonna tell you about that. But he admitted to how he gave me a rude response, and I came to him humble, and he blocked me
Hoping.
very disrespectfully. Woo woo, told me all kind of craziness, and never really, yeah, and just been cherry
Opium,
picking
Hey,
hold
off
on.
everybody else
Wait
stuff
before you
ever
finish
since.
the
And I've
story
been
because I
calling
want to
him
hear
like,
it.
I've been out of respect, not really tripping.
hey,
Sis,
Opium, hold up,
Huh?
wait a minute before you finish your story. Mods, please be watching everybody that's making all these side comments. Please be watching them and mute them and let me know who they are after this live.
Oh, I've been muting and booting.
Yeah, I seen the couple already. I already know they trolling, probably on Earth side. I don't, like I said, I'm gonna make this statement again. I don't care if you Earth supporter. If you Earth supporter and you support my stuff, that's cool. That's collective. I don't got nothing against you. But if you coming over here on some evil shit just to support Earth and talk shit over here, get your ass on, because this content ain't for you. All right, all right. Continue, Opium.
So after him, admitting that he gave me a rude response back, and me already, being respectful with other people's opinions in the community and other things that were talked about between people, and respecting matriarchs, stance within our community on how just, due to his research and the things that he's providing, let him slide. Like, let him, he ain't really did his genealogy like that. Let him, give him his time to go on his journey and stuff like that. But during this whole time, while he's been on his journey, because it's not a lot of people like the lady that hopped in earlier that's kind of new to this, she's not knowing. I've been knowing that man for going on 2 years now. A lot of us have known that man for like almost 2 years. He's been in the atmosphere and in the vicinity, and he's been caught and been displayed by multiple other demographics of natives and Pan Americans that have caught him lacking on his research and misleading and miscommunicating on things that he's cherry picking off other people. So they're taking that and associating him with us, making memes, saying we don't know what we're talking about because he's associated himself with us and not doing the research and I'm not going to say he's not willing to do his genealogy, but it took him forever to get to the point where he's just now starting his genealogy, but he's speaking on American Indian business and don't even know if he has
You should have
ties
no
to
business
us.
doing
He
it
may
at
have a
all.
whole blood. it's kind of wild, and it gets disrespectful over a period of time when a person is sitting up here talking to other people, hundreds of other people, and telling them my ancestors are guiding me, but has not worked on his genealogy. And y'all are letting him slide with that. That's disrespectful at this point to some of us that's really tied to some heavy things, like my boy Ancient just said. Some of y'all aren't going to be able to fathom and even understand what some of us are tied to, which eventually is going to have to come around to the respect and the hierarchy of certain bloodlines if y'all are really about this American Indian business. Because I didn't did my research to the point where, because I'm so deep and heavy to it because of my bloodline, I have to know.
Can I say
So
something
ain't
real quick?
nobody playing with this.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and try my best to tell you what I've been known Awaniski, what my ancestors taught me. The story that was told to me was, I know everybody know that Cherokee, quote unquote Cherokee, right, is Ketua, and it's the language. It's the language that we all spoke on the East Coast. We all had our different dialects of this language because it's a Paleo-Hebrew language. And even now today, the language that we're studying right now, as far as being Ketua, is 86 characters. All right, so we have stories, stuff being passed down to us. The Anawakia, which is my tribe, it's the Ghost Wolf tribe, Anawakia. We are all Aniawia, all right? But we have 7 tribes, all right? And that's where we all come from. Potato tribe, long hair tribe, bird clan, you know what I'm saying? All of us. So the story is that the creation story, they say we don't know our story, but if you've been connected to the land, you do, all right? The earth is flat. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. The earth is flat by our stories, and we learned from our ancestors, which was the Olmec, and we produced the Maya and Tainos, and the Awaks, if you will. But all those creation stories came from this one creation story we all came from, and how the earth was made. All right, and I'm not gonna go all into it right now because I know we probably got agents in here. But
Exactly, G.
But
Yeah,
what was told to
exactly.
me, and what was written in this as our creation story, how the earth was made, was that there was another level higher than what we are at right now, where things were created, and it got too crowded, so they decided to come down. Long story short, they came down to the surface of the water, but they had to go deeper. So when they went deeper, they found a substance and brought it to the surface. And once that substance reached the surface, it started growing. Mm-hmm. And then an entity, something came here and connected the cords to the sky. And you will call them pillars, if you will. All right. So, but in our culture, nobody can remember who did this. All right. But if you go deep into the mystics and all that kind of stuff, you will. And again, that's who's returning right now. And we've also have a story of us coming from the Dogon or the Star Sirius, Star people. So the Native Americans, I mean, if they say they are the true connection of this, I mean, if anybody who said they have any kind of indigenous connection,
but that's
they
why
will know these things.
I just wanted to say something real quick. I want to drop down, but I just wanted to say, building off of what Opium was saying earlier, like for example, one example that the natives caught Earth speaks on was the Tamari argument, right? And that literally obliterated us having any chance of actually bringing forth the truth on that specific topic, because he wanted to sit there and say like, oh, this map is saying it's Tamari and this and that. But really, the actual argument would have been, why did the Dutch depict these people as American Indians, as black people?
So now it's going back down to language. So now we're speaking Latin. Ta Mary, the Marys.
But listen. Someone the video response. But listen, the video response that caught him out on it was the fact that it was a T apostrophe AMERI, which is a Dutch thing.
That's
And
how
my
they speak
argument,
the. That's how they write the something.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But the actual argument would not have been that it's called to marry. The actual argument would have been that the Dutch, being in control of the entire slave trade during the time period, having all the colonies in Africa, having all the colonies in America, well, not all of them, but being the sole, like the main people in the American slave trade specifically, they would have known what the Americans look like, the Dutch specifically. So my question would have been, why would they depict them as
But
black
the
people?
Egyptians knew what the Americans looked like.
That's true too. That is true too. I'll post a
Hey,
video about that later. But that
hey
was the whole
everyone.
thing.
I am trying to stay on topic with this, and I understand we can is you free all today?
I probably won't be free till later.
No, I said all.
Oh,
I got you, Jay. All on 187.
Excuse me.
Is you gonna be free all today?
What's all today?
As in, I don't know. I guess still 10 or 10 Central.
I mean, I'll be up all night. I stay up, almost
Cool.
24/7. So
The reason I say that because I want to stay on topic about this situation, and then we can come back and talk about this.
that's what
You
I was
know,
asking. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like where the whole fallout thing come from? Because he do be saying some stuff that a lot of people don't know about. They can't connect the dots on. You know what I'm saying? So it comes off wrong like that. And I absolutely get that. So
Basically,
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna tell you, because then it got to the point where this is where I brought up his mother. All right, I brought up the whole because he
yeah,
started.
that part. Then we're gonna get to it.
Yeah, we started getting back. So after he was going with that little information, and he acknowledged the fact that he rudely blocked me.
Basically, in a summarized
We
way.
went back and forth on a few other things, and then it got to the point where because he was so he got me upset, and it just kicked in, and I was like, you'll never understand. Yeah, I was like, you'll never get it, and you'll never understand because of your most recent port of life happened to be a YT person. So that's nothing against you. That's nothing me trying to woo do. That's just how the cards played out for you. So you won't understand. Your perspective will always be different, and you'll never get it from being to somebody that may have did their genealogy and tied to a genocide or tied to some land or some oil or some minerals or some other type of what, you know what I mean? It's a different type
his
of
mother is a white person?
hierarchy, and your opinion is only going to go so
Yeah,
far
his mama
due
white.
to your lineage, and you're not even doing your genealogy, so you don't even.
Wow, didn't know that
So
part.
So I told him he'll never. And I wasn't trying to be rude. I was trying to be like, because he was being so arrogant and being so like, and I was like, you'll never understand, bro. Like,
So right, all right. So he took that narrative right and went this morning to try to talk about a damn flat earth when the real root was his mama was white, and he trying to paint a different narrative to he should have just talked about what was really bugging him instead of trying to talk about some fucking flat earth stuff. The flat earth so-called theory conversation was just the hidden thing behind what he really wanted to talk about.
So what did he really
That's
want
what irked him. And when I got on the panel, he thought I was coming on the panel to defend opium, but I was really coming on the panel. Let me tell you what he said. He said basically anybody that believes, in my summarized way, anybody that believes in the flat earth should not be teaching. He said it with a sense of disrespect. And I got the screen recording, and he said that was like disrespectful to.
That said correctly. He said
Say it right,
anyone, yeah, because I remember, because I was like, what the. He said anyone who believes that the earth is flat and that you are spiritual, you should not be teaching shit.
Oh, wow.
That's what he said. So that's what transpired for me to get up there and defend myself. Because remember, I gave you a lot of information, especially the Mayak reading that book, the book he's been reading for 3 months. I gave him that.
Oh my God.
I gave him that. And he's out here talking about you shouldn't be teaching. And he talking down on my age, talking about I'm 40 something years. I've been doing this longer. What you doing?
Hold on, real quick. He said everybody's ancestor.
Everybody. It wasn't just me. He's disrespecting everybody, including the people that watch him. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to
All right,
understand.
And
so
then
Now,
this,
he
all
went
right,
on to
all right.
say,
Either
and
way,
then he went on to say, anyone can get the earth smoke. He don't
okay,
care who it is.
all right, so this is what's gonna happen, and this is what I need y'all to do, because I be seeing, you know what I'm saying, too much shit. I've already learned a lesson. I've my experience in this world is, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'd like to keep my shit private. You know what I'm saying? That's why
yes,
you're
sir.
posting pictures like that. You know what I'm saying? Or videos and all kind of stuff. I really just be going at people in the comments. But you guys really just have to, as far as like being indigenous too, like being a spiritual indigenous person of Ketua, the main thing that hold us together is our poise. Okay, we can't just get upset because people say things. All right,
Hmm.
we already know who we are, so again, there is no point. Now, I was going to make a video about this too. I was telling my old lady I was going to make a video about this, but since I got my panel right now of pretty much all the main people who I follow who talk about the same thing, what my algorithm is, I want to speak to y'all. Don't risk your page going out of order and going out of character because of these people, because they don't want to do the due diligence and do some research. All right, just say what you need to say. You know what I'm saying? Or tag them in the video, so you know what I'm saying. Like, have some kind of recourse with them so you can gain some kind of content, and tell them to tag more people to you. You know what I'm saying? So we can get more of them to come into our stuff and then try to
Yeah,
prove
play
them. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, but it's no point in going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if it gets too far, just go ahead and block them. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Because
sir.
it's not risking the
Hey,
page.
see, this the thing. This the reason. This is the whole purpose of this live, to burn bridge. I'm not doing. I'm not stitching. I'm just letting everybody know. Do not mention me with Earth. I'm
But
not
this,
fooling
no,
with that no
no,
more.
no, no, no.
yeah,
But this is the thing.
yeah, yeah.
This what I was
Thank
getting.
you. Exactly.
This what I was getting to as
Yep.
men. As men, we in my tribe, we always have different disagreements, and we always have ways of rectifying those disagreements. But again, you have to understand, if he has a white mom, he has a black father, correct? "Quote unquote" a black
Yeah.
father. He has an indigenous father,
Hmm.
so he is an indigenous
But my
male.
G, my
All right.
G,
So
he
again,
said
it's blood,
he
brother.
said to me all of our
Yo, he can say whatever he
he
wants
said
to
all of
say.
our ancestors.
He can say whatever he wants to say. You guys have to understand this. Like, I'm an MMA fighter. All right, people gonna say what the fuck they want to say, but until it gets down to it, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Okay.
I
If
I
got
if
agree with you.
yeah, I got
I agree with you.
if y'all go through my comments and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna be making videos about this. You know what I'm saying? If y'all go
Mm.
through my comments and see I be going back and forth, I just tell them to cross the mountain because my land is right here in the East Bend. All right. My family is an urban legend. You guys can look up Payne Road in Yakin, North Carolina. All right. We got over 69 acres and plus more of my other uncles and aunties. All right. We got burned off our land.
Hmm.
We got forced into Winston, which was like another Tulsa, because we created the Greyhound, we created the Yellowbird or Bluebird, the Yellow Cab, and a whole bunch of other things. Then R.J. Reynolds came in and took over. Winston wasn't called Winston; it was called Cherry Hill.
Right. But that's pretty much what happened. We're gonna dialogue about this.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, cause it's not even really about who his mama is or whatever, who his father is or his cousin. Well, it's about that in a sense,
exactly.
but it's not
Sure.
like I have issue, we have issue. I feel like it's more so it's a personal thing with him because he feels some type of way. So like, cause I know the natives throw that up in his face, and other people that don't like him throw that up in his face.
But that's
So
our
that's
brother.
something
We
that
have to
he's
help him.
dealing with,
That's our
that
brother.
he
We
needs to
have to
come to
help him. If
sense with.
anything,
Like,
can't nobody
Yeah,
check him for anything.
right,
exactly.
it's
Ace, and
not
it's
his
like I'm not
fault.
trying
Like,
to.
all he has to do
Oh,
is
Yeah,
that
stand
I'm
oh,
on
not.
his land. Like, his
we
bloodline
tried to
is
help
held
him.
strong.
We tried to help him out. And heck, I used to put a work on his genealogy. It's the You can't help somebody that don't want to be helped.
So
That's
you did the
that's the
genealogy
thing.
form. I mean, but regardless if you did the genealogy form or not, you know what I
No,
mean.
I turned it down. I don't even want to do it. He didn't even do what I told him to do. I told him build his family tree on both sides as far as back as you can. He didn't even do that. He didn't even get back with me. I told him fulfill that first, then I'm gonna show you how to get the records and everything like that for
Now I'm
free.
starting to trip.
He didn't even go to Mal. He didn't even do it.
Wow.
Now he got somebody else doing it. I said, shoot, it is what it is.
I mean, if you got somebody else doing, I
Hey,
mean,
so
but the thing is, you shouldn't have to
I'm,
depend
But
as a
that's what I'm
man. You
saying.
shouldn't have to depend on somebody else do
I'm
your
not
own
trying.
Hold on, yeah,
genealogy.
I'm trying to hear what he's saying. What'd you say? What'd you
Don't
say,
matter
Al?
what it is. It just if you can't, if you have to depend on somebody else to do your genealogy for you, then you might as well just go up to the government yourself and just sign yourself up for some DNA or you know what I'm saying, like what they be doing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a man, it's up to us to hold down our house. It's in the fucking Bible, bro. We have to hold down our house. So if we don't hold down our house, then we can't do shit for ourselves. And we look to the next man to do it. Again, it's an old technical story to say you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for life. All right, but if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. All right, so the whole moral of the story
Hear
is
you. That's why.
you're gonna keep coming
That's
here to get a
fact.
fish to eat every single thing you get because I am your livelihood. But if you don't know how to go out and find that fucking fish yourself, you'll never be a good Wayuki. You'll never be a good Wayuki. In my
What
I
the
agree with you,
And
what
Al.
the
but that's
word say?
but
If a
that's
man don't
nothing.
work, he
But
don't
that's
eat.
my thing. I'm
But
not trying to knock him. But I'm not trying to knock him on any G. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Best luck on your genealogy. I hope you come up with something decent. You know what I mean? I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting up here rooting for you to be tied to some crazy. Some of us is tied to some craziness. But my thing is, before you get to that level where some of us are that really know our stuff, like myself and Natural and others in this chat, yourself and B4, we all know, and it's a certain type of overwhelming feeling. It's an emotional roller coaster you go through. All kind of y'all know what I'm talking about. So for him as a person to not even know or experience what I'm talking about, he don't need to be carrying himself and speaking on American business how he be doing it, and then being used as a means for other people to be associating us with. And we
I mean,
again
at
with all
one
kinds
point,
of
oh,
stuff.
opium. At one point, he said, "Forget your tribe." At one point, he
I would
said that.
I would never. I've yet to. I didn't have arguments with a lot of people on here, and everybody done seen it. But I ain't never told
He
nobody. I
said
ain't never
tribes
told nobody.
don't matter.
So how
He
did he
said
come into the
tribes don't
knowledge?
matter.
Did he ever say how he came into the knowledge?
Nope. Just regurgitated stuff. That's why I keep saying it.
Oh, got you.
That's why I was for to show the slides of him picking up my knowledge and gaining a lot of traction for my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what a lot of
I was for to
creators
do it.
been doing. Yeah, I mean, that's been happening since it's been happening.
Yeah, but I was for to
Yeah,
say it as
yeah.
a form of disrespect. Remember how you started. Remember where you come from. Remember, you know what I'm saying?
It's
That's
crazy to
why
get
I'm
on
doing it.
motherfuckers
I
like,
get what
hey,
you're saying, all,
let's get on
but
motherfuckers like, hey, bro, like you ain't gonna tag me in that. Like you getting hella likes, bro. You ain't gonna tag me in that. Like I created that video. Like I mean, I
like
Like
for
wish.
example,
it's the
but
fact that he belittle and try to insert himself as if he's the only person that's been talking about this. He said he started this before anybody. He been talking about this, and 90% of the people you seeing now talking about this stuff,
Is he
they
live
brand
right
new
now?
basically. Like, who are
yeah,
you to say that?
he live
Hey,
waiting
he
on.
wait. He
He
did say
waiting
He
that.
on.
gonna keep
He said
waiting.
this used to be.
Oh yeah.
He
All right.
said, wait,
All right.
hold on. He
Well,
said,
I'm about to be on my way.
okay.
I'm about to be on my way. I'm gonna take y'all. I'm
All
gonna
right,
let y'all know.
all right. So let me go ahead and show this slide real quick. Okay, he talked down on my age as if I don't have knowledge or nothing whatsoever, but you out here taking my content and sitting up here coming up saying, "Oh baby," and all that other BS. You know what the hell he be doing? As if, hey, I text you and said duet my shit. As if what you be saying, God combo bullshit like that. Have God combo. I say you have God. You ain't a real God. You a half God. But other than that, look at this. 32K. My content behind the white paint. We have one video. My other video, 12K. Just a little skit.
But look at the pattern. But look at the
Hold
pattern of
on,
it.
bro. Let me finish. Finish real quick. Yeah, it's a pattern, but we're gonna keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind. We're gonna tap into it. Another one. These are videos he allegedly promoting now. There's like 4 or 5 videos right there. He got some more. He got some more of my stuff. There's 5 videos. If you talking down on my knowledge, why the hell you duetting my shit? I can understand one video, but we talking about 4, 5, even more than that. No, this the topic is this shit. So when he was when he started talking about, know what I'm saying? I mean, another one of my. That's when he started talking about it. What he said first, his first video, America is Kimmy. It's down there at the bottom. Here it is right here. America is Kimmy. And it wasn't even his shit. It was somebody else. The next one. When he started doing this shit, he started
Starting from scratch. I need 1K, y'all. Let's go.
he started 2022. 2022. January, February, March, April, May 2022. And you say you've been doing this shit for how long? For how long? That's what I want to know. But what book? I mean, when he started actually really talking about this? This is the first video when he started talking about us being American Indians. It's right. Did I screenshot this shit? I think it's that one. No, it's not that one. Damn, I thought I screenshot that whole. Let me go back. It was around. It was still in May. It was still in May when he first started talking about. Yeah, that's the video right there. Matter of fact, chill. That's the video right there. Go back. Go back. Damn it, it's not that one. I just had it up. Where's it? Damn, I just had this bitch for. Frick, where is the damn video? It was like a little caption at the top. I think it's this one. Here it is. Yeah, this is the first one down there. It's May 14, 2022. And when he did this mention, he said the black people are not the Native Americans. That's when he started commenting about the shit. You started this shit literally last year. Last fucking year. You ain't been doing this shit. You wasn't speaking on shit. The first video you was talking about some fucking Kim, and the rest of it was you cutting hair and shit. So I'm trying to see like why you talking down on my knowledge and what I produced to you, and you are here saying you've been doing this longer. You did this literally last year. You started last year. So that's what I want to know. You fake.
It's not
You
even a
stay.
year
You
yet.
steal people shit. You ain't about the shit. I'm not joining your debate. You're nobody to debate. You don't read shit. Like I'll just be wasting my time over there. I'd rather debate Port City again before I debate you. And that's some real shit.
He's
I'd rather
still on
debate
his
Port
journey.
City before I debate you again. Cause at least I have a challenge. You're not a
He's
challenge.
He's still on his journey, bro. He just now beginning his journey, and if we do if
Talking about
we do
some
him like how
similar.
we
You
could
just
do,
now off the breast. You still on the breast. You got to get off. You don't even know who the fuck you is. You're out here talking about some similar.
but he'll try to make it seem like we're trying to interrupt his journey, and ain't nobody trying to hate on that boy journey. It's just the fact of be mindful because you done took that first step, and you got people doing your genealogy now. So don't be mad or be upset at what you find out. Make sure you tell everybody though, like we did. Make sure you show everybody when you get done and you get comfortable. Make sure you display it, like we all displayed ours, and we're gonna really see how much you bought it. Now what?
You see this shit right here? He backdoor hating. I thought you and God was good. He backdoor hating. What fucking video of Earth Speak I got on my page? I don't do at your shit. If I do edit your shit, it's from a video that you got for somebody else I couldn't find. And you just put your big ass face in it, like you always do. But I don't even be talking about you on my panels. You don't even be on my panel. You don't got shit that's tangible that I want to receive from you. I told y'all the people I get shit from. Los, Opium, Rashad. Come on now. Monty, C3, Naturalista. Before all, I be getting my when they come information, I be like, damn, I didn't know that shit. Let me look into that a little bit more. Give them credit when credit is due. But you talking about some backdoor hating. Tell me one tangible evidence that you have produced that I speak on it, that I love, that I have fucking make a video on. None. So how the hell I'm hating on you? You shit, you don't got shit to hate on. Y'all take it, bro.
I got something that I'm gonna say something
The
real quick, and I'm
disrespect.
gonna creep in if y'all allow me to have just a couple of minutes. Major information dropped. I found out today. Major confirmations from talking to Choctaw Nation, actual representative in the genealogy department who admitted to some things. Major groundbreaking stuff. With that being said, it made me understand what today is. And this is part of the cataclysmic reset for us because we were all moving in the same direction with the same agenda, with the same fire. And once again, that colonization spirit comes in with confusion. And then on a foundational level, if we really want to get deep with it, because I don't have a foot in the game or a dog in the fight. I love the fact I did start off with you, Natural, because you made me start digging deeper on some stuff. I'm going to give you credit where credit is due. I went over to his stuff when I started seeing his lives, and I don't even know how he got in my little live for you, but I went in there. And as I'm going through this, I'm going to tell y'all, and I want people to start understanding what this battle is, right? Where they say round versus flat is another way of saying evil against the overall Most High. It's all it is to it. Because when you dig down to the deeper roots of everything, that's the foundational fight. And when we understand what we're fighting against, then we know how to handle what we're fighting against. Because that's the foundational root. If you hear it, it comes out every once in a while in the speech and the argument. Again, like I said, I don't have no fight in the game, but we cannot let them divide what we are making progress in at a crazy rate right now. That's my 2 cents in my
Yeah,
copper
I
penny
get
right
it.
there.
You know, hold on.
I
Wait, before you
appreciate
speak,
that.
Opium, let me make a statement to him real quick, then you can have the flow, Opium. Brother, in my group, that's only there for my personal people that I talk to. I told them if there's gonna be a split, it's gonna be between me and Earth. I said this, B for all, Naturalista, Opium, I told y'all this. If it's gonna be a split, it's gonna be between me and Earth Speaks. I said, for one, it's because y'all already know we already talked about it. I'm not gonna recap on it. This bridge had to be burned. You never know how Mother Earth is gonna move. Something might happen where they might involve my name with his name. Because he be on some dumb shit. And he be saying some crazy ass shit on his live. Something might happen where his name and my name might be involved, and Mother Earth, not Earth that speaks, Mother Earth is coming in saying, no, let me split that shit up. This had to happen. And it's not dividing anything. If anything, it's growing us because we can see what's real and what's fake. Who is doing this for clout and who is not. If I was doing this for clout, I would have been charging everybody for their genealogy. If I was doing this for clout, I would have been talking about views and all this other stuff, make money about this other stuff. I ain't doing that shit. I'm not doing none of that. You get like I get egotistic in the work that I do. That is healthy. That is fine. Because you putting in the work, you putting in them hours, you reading that book, and you sharing it to the people, and you giving them a source like, hey, go look at this, go check this out. You can be prideful. There's healthy pridefulness and unhealthy pridefulness. There's healthy egotistic and unhealthy egotistic. There's a yin and yang to every fucking thing. I don't care what people call me because like how you just came up here and you gave me appreciation, you are one out of the many. And I can say I could take pride in it. Oh, he egotistic. I got the receipts to back this up. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, praise me for what I do. Not in a bad way, but they praise me for what I do. And I take pride in it. That's a good thing. How many people was coming out saying, Earth, I like the information you bring out. You changed my life. I mean, not changed my life. Well, change your life in genealogy, of course. But how many people coming out doing that? I don't see that shit. This shit happened to me more than 10 times. And y'all are my witnesses. This happened more that I can't even imagine. That's a good thing. To me, that's like the earth, know what I'm saying, giving me my reward. Say, son, you doing the right thing.
That's the ancestors speaking through other people, acknowledging what you're doing.
Exactly. How, like I told my wife, I told Opium this, I told Muncie this. How the hell is skip a generation and we pick this up? My mama ain't told me about this. My grandma ain't told me about this. My great grandma ain't told me about this. How the hell did it skip and I picked it up? Somebody from the past came to me spiritually and say, hey, this, go ask your grandma. Grandma, yeah,
Same
you
here.
is Indian, you this, you this, you that. Okay, let me go holler at great grandma. Yeah, you this, you this, you that. Let me go find this shit. Oh, damn, they right.
Yep, you
How
did.
the hell it skipped a generation?
You used
That's
to
some
come
shit
to
you
me
can't
all the time.
explain.
He used to come to me all the time. Y'all be like, let me show you what I found. Look at my grandma. Look at this. Like pictures. I'm talking about people from generations back. And then he found things like dug into, him finding out that he American Indian. And this how the journey began. Like this ain't no freaking trend. This like real. That's why I be telling people these are
This is
people
a
that
real
really
life, it's
live
life
and like
changing.
lived and died. Like these are real people.
And I'm like,
Yep.
man, I can't keep this to myself. I gotta show the world. I gotta show them. They might be this, they might be that. I want them to feel the same excitement that I feel. That you
I got
have
that
something.
today.
You're not just a nigga. You're not just black. You something.
I got that
Yes.
today. I got that today. I finally pushed past. I couldn't get past my great, and I finally got an admittance from a Choctaw genealogist that told me we were Indians, and we had to say we were slaves to become indentured
So
servants.
how did that make you? How, this is my thing. How did that make you? How do you feel now? Like you feel a certain type of different way, right? It hit a certain
Man,
way, right?
honestly, real talk, man, I wanted to cry like where I was at, just sitting right where I was at. I wanted to cry, and it wasn't the
Okay,
man that
so
wanted to
so so,
cry.
so
It was the kindergarten kid that the first thing he learned when he sat down at a damn
yeah,
desk was that he was a
yeah.
slave.
Yes. Like, dang,
So
I finally
so
found
under
the truth.
so understand this. So this is what I was trying to tell him when I was getting on him about his, whole everything and his pork being white and et cetera, et cetera. You have not felt that yet, bruh. And you talking out your butt. You talking all this madness. You speaking on all this stuff. You want to have an opinion on this, an opinion on that, cherry pick, and you ain't even went through what you talking about that you just went through right now. That when I know what you went through, and that's who I really at this point to make it fair. That's how I I don't want to judge people, but that's how I judge people in a fair manner when I know they done went through what you went through, my G. When they get that feeling, what you got, when you got your confirmation and that shit made you feel the way it made you feel, everybody not gonna get that. Everybody, I hate to say it and I hate to put it out there, it is what it is. Everybody not gonna get that. Some people gonna get something that they're not gonna be happy about, that they're not gonna be able to cry about, and they're gonna be more embarrassed about. That it is what it is. So you know what I mean. So
Exactly.
I'm happy that you ended up getting confirmation, my G, and much appreciated. And I commend you for even taking that journey. But that's one thing a lot of people got to collectively realize. That's even being a part of this whole thing that we're doing collectively is that some people ain't gonna get that feeling that we all got.
I have a
Mm.
question. What what
What's up,
what
man?
sparked this whole peace and blessings to the whole panel, peace and blessings. What sparked this whole disagreement? that's happening now?
I'm gonna do it in a fast cap because I said it several times. Last night, OPM got into it with him because of the flat Earth, and he said you came from a white port, which said he got a white mama. So he transported that to the next day and made a live and said, okay, anybody that believe in the flat Earth cannot teach and none of that other shit. Basically, just talking down on people's intelligence. I got
All of
into it
us?
and state. Yes, when he made that statement, he said, if you are spiritual and you believe in the
Pretty
flat
much
earth, you got no
every.
business teaching at all. So that's what he said. So I got men on the panel. I told him stop being emotional, shut the fuck up, blah 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 blah. He
Hmm.
dropped me. I got back up there. I asked him a question. Cool Con Collective that he had a background behind him from the Emerald Tablets, and it was translated. He said that the Emerald Tablets said that the earth is a sphere. I said, where the hell did the word spear come from?
No, it didn't.
How do you
Right.
convert a Paleo Hebrew word to the word spear? He
Hmm.
dropped me and blocked me. That's
Wow.
what happened. And now he talk about something. We got to debate 7 p.m. Something I never agreed to. Because, David, you know, and everybody else know, if I'm about to debate, I'm going to promote that shit, and it's going to be on the fucking weekend, not on the
Right.
weekday.
Right. Right.
So that's what had happened. He's upset because he comes from a white person. He don't know who the hell he is, and he using the globe earth theory to mask his real feelings. That's what's really going on. He's found
Right.
a
You know.
way to.
But then
I
hold
I
on.
really feel like he's been hating on me for a long time, and he found a new way to unleash all that fucking anger. He even turned against his own homeboy
But,
Total this morning, and I don't
Mm.
understand why
but
Total was here
tribe, do
trying to
you?
celebrate his ass when he fucking disrespected Total this morning. So that's what happened, my bro,
But then
in
he.
a fast,
But then
fast way.
Hmm. Hmm.
exactly. And then just a little topper real quick and tried to pretty much spin it to a narrative in his live that I was being like vulgar about his mother and disrespected his mother in a different kind of sense instead of just telling him that due to you not taking that journey yet, getting that feeling that a lot of us have went on that emotional roller coaster and not knowing thyself and your most recent port of life being a palm colored person, you will never fathom or understand or have the same perspective from certain people that are from certain types of parts of history, like genocides or, depends on where their land is. There may be a famous family that was a part of an oil thing or minerals, et cetera, et cetera. And he took it and ran with it and tried to.
Damn. You know what? It's just I think you guys have both strong personalities. You guys do have a lot to contribute to the game, especially you, Lord Natural. And yeah, to be honest with you, you have been teaching. I'm just being honest. You have been teaching longer than he has. But the thing with Earth Speaks, his temper, I noticed, especially when I go in his lives, he's like stern in what he believes. Like the whole Earth thing being a ball, I can't rock with. So I don't speak on it when I am on his panels. I don't speak about flat Earth because he doesn't believe in it. He thinks that
But he can't
it's a
say
ball.
everybody's ancestors, though, David. He says everybody's ancestors believe in that. That's where he messes
No,
up at. He keep it in.
no, no.
Yeah, hold on. The exact G. That's where he messes up at. He told me him this self. That's when Natural said, he said, F my tribe. He said all ancestors, even my ancestors, everybody's ancestors believe in the round thing no matter what, my G. And he don't even know who
Nah.
he is. Yes.
Mm-mm.
He did the umbrella. He umbrella.
Yeah, yeah. You can't do that. You can't do that. I don't even umbrella. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Or at least present your case. Show me a real picture of the Earth in motion, spinning at this ridiculous speed. Show me what you got as evidence. Show me even in the Emerald tablets, like, yo, this is what it says. It's a ball spinning. I'll rock with you if you show me the proof, but you can't show me the proof, and we whipping out whatever we have as proof, and it's beating yours.
The
Then
point
there
is,
you
the
have it.
point is, David, he's really upset. I'm gonna put up the screenshot on YouTube. I mean, the video on YouTube. Y'all want to watch it? Matter of fact, let me put that poll up. Y'all go subscribe to my YouTube if you get the chance. Naturalism of Yahweh. I'm gonna pull up. It's about 1 minute about how he disrespected everyone when he said that statement. But the thing is, what I told him to his face. I said you repost information that don't even belong to you, and you make it seem like you put people on, as if you giving them views, likes, and all that other shit. You're not doing that for one. You stealing people content. You regurgitate information that you didn't even research yourself. You don't even tell the world. He didn't even tell the world that the books I gave him that he been reading from the past 3 months, David, about the Queen Moo. It was the name of it. It was called Queen Moo. I
You gave that to
gave
him.
him that book.
Hey,
I
hey,
sent him that book.
I was gonna say,
Huh?
see, mommy. Let's see, mommy. Tell this is recent too. Hey, see, mommy. Tell him how he did you in front of everybody to show his character,
Oh
please,
wait,
if you don't.
first you go. I sent him that book, David. He don't tell
Hmm.
you about the information I sent him through text message. But he make it seem like, oh, I just found this out. I did this. I found that. Just like you said, I found that Titanic boat. Los was talking about the slave trade boat, the great immigration boats, before he did. How the hell you found that? Talk about some look what I found on that video. Y'all know that video he made. He had the
Hmm.
Titanic boat behind him. Los was talking about that before him.
Yeah, I've been
He
seeing that with Los.
he did the same thing to the goddess TV when she was talking about the 12.5 immigrants that came in. He went right there and made a video about the same thing she talked about. I'm like, bro, that's not
You
original.
ain't
You
Oh,
find
something
it. What,
else.
you found it on somebody else
what?
page?
I didn't know about that one before. Yeah, I didn't know about that one. Hold up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
Earth.
honest with
I
you
know
guys.
somebody
Like,
recording for you. Talk about those text messages. Talk about those books I
I'm gonna
sent
be
you. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think that we should waste any more time on this. Like, he's stern in what he believes, and we should just move forward. You know what I'm saying? We're teaching everybody in a dynamic way. We're letting them know the truth, and we just push on.
That's it.
You know?
That's
Right?
what we're doing.
Yeah.
This live is basically a bridge to a burning bridge live. Because he
Right.
live trying to get me in there up to 200, 300 people. So I had to make it known for people that's going back and forth so they could get to understand. I don't fuck with him. If he get into some bullshit, do not mention my name. Because this
Hold
stuff
on, watch
happens all the time.
real quick, because let me display something to you real quick, or let me show you something, David, or because
Hmm.
if C don't mind, because like I said, you to show
What's up, Chris?
how his character is and why we kind of have to have this, like Natural just said, we have to have this live like this to let people know, because how did he treat you when you tried to be humble and let him know about your research? See, you presented it. Can she hear me? Is she there?
You talking about C3?
Or C3, my bad. C3, yes.
C3, you there?
Can you hear me? Oh.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Opium asked you
Yeah,
a
we can hear you
question.
now.
Okay. I was talking. I don't know what was going on. I had went up on the panel because I wanted to speak on the Earth thing and the not discrediting all European books, because a lot of them books they were written by melanated people, and how they had to report back to a hierarchy, and they were sending people to verify what they saw. And then I was saying from the research that I found, um, the all ancient civilizations drew the earth flat with a tree in the middle with a
True.
sphere going around it, which some
Hmm.
people will call the firmament. And I was like the atmosphere. So when I'm getting the earth is flat, sitting inside of like a ball, that's a sphere that's holding in all the oxygen and stuff. And he
Hmm.
told me I was wrong.
Yeah, he has
Did he
that
explain
dream.
to you how you was wrong? Did he bring up sources and information to prove that yeah, it may be a spear, but the substance within the spear was a flat thing? Did he bring up any information to prove that she was wrong?
No, he just
Oh,
mentioned the Emerald
so basically
tablets.
it's just pseudo.
No, you
Just what
can't
it
do
is.
that. Whenever you try to debunk us, you have to present your facts. Like, this is what it is. This, from whatever you're getting your information from, and hold your ground. But with us, you're not. It's not that easy because we're showing you proof.
Yeah. But this is one of those things I would never talk about. I'm never going to debate nobody on no damn shape of the earth. That's one of the things that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I normally leave that alone, but I just wanted to
Mute,
mention how the
mute
ancestors
mute your
drew
mic.
drew it out. on the walls and how they depicted it. Since he said that he go off the walls and go by the ancestors. So my main point was trying to point out like that this is how the ancestors drew the world. Those are like the first early maps, if you really think about it, world maps. And this is coming from a lot of ancient civilizations. Same same picture, but it looks different. Like they may draw the tree a little bit differently, but it still showed the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to show something to your audience here.
And then
Um,
Mo Fax was escalating this stuff. In my opinion, he's the reason why this all started. Because
Okay. So
when Earth popped up there, Mo was like, "You won't even debate me. You ran away from the last two debates." And he was like, "I'll debate
so
anybody." And then that's when O hopped in.
so check this out. This is from Kemet, and it shows you the sky, and then beneath is like the the ground, and that person represents the dome. So even in his own belief, it demonstrates to you that the earth is actually a flat surface and that there's a dome above us that contains the stars within it. You see it, right? You guys see the
Oh,
stars and everything within, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's just bad. Like I don't even like it like this. I like to show,
no, I
you know what I'm
agree,
saying, real
David.
proof.
I agree, but it's like I said, it's the way how he formulated it and he umbrellaed, and that is a problem. We don't do that. I don't see you do that. I don't do that. Natural don't do that. We know better to do that.
Yeah, he believes in that dream, and I'm not going to knock it down, but he can't come after us because we tell him the truth. You can't hate on another man for telling the truth.
I used to think it was a globe until I saw the newer version of the world map. And when I looked at it, and this was on the whole white guy page. It popped up in my For You page, and I looked at it, and then for something just told me like go look up the how the ancestors used to draw out their maps, and I was like, now I see how the ancestors drew it out, and how I also see how they made it into a spear.
And I leave it at that, and that's where I leave it. C3. And that's the fair way. And anybody can interpret it how they want to interpret it. You get what I'm saying? But I know what I see.
Hmm. Yeah. And I leave it at that too, because how they drew it out was round. So it's like since it's already a circle, let's make it 3D and connect. You know what I'm saying? Like why they made it into a spear type thing.
I just
all right, so
I don't debate that either anymore. I refuse to. Not waste the energy, but for those who want to research it yourself, go look at the video on YouTube called "What on Earth Happened." It'll teach you about the agenda and why the globe theory was put into place. Um, what the significance of it is. I don't debate anybody about it because you can go on that for hours, talking about density and vantage points and prove
Yeah.
man,
This,
you'll just be going forever and ever and ever. And the only one thing you can come back to, and I just kind of listen to people when they say they want to debate about it, but if you're just showing me pictures and you don't have scientific evidence or measurements or anything of that nature, that I can't even entertain it. And because it's wasted energy. And then you go to bed and you feel kind of empty. Like I'm a real big believer of what you open your gates to, and I can't open my gates to it anymore. Especially not debating about that. Like that means you telling me you don't even believe your own eyes. And
That
we can't come in here and say uh, the English language is spelling and setting spells, but then we use the English language to debate. Like, hold on, man. Now you're trying to spell me. So I just can't
mhm.
open my
and that
gates.
all right, so I'm gonna just make this clear. I'm not cool with Earth speaks. I'm splitting paths. Don't mention my name with him. Whatever he get into, those of y'all, Mofax, Big Sutton. Port City, y'all be hallway listening. Brown Girl
Yeah,
Pride and all y'all, y'all be hallway
natives.
listening. So I'm letting you
Yeah,
know,
y'all natives.
do not
Yeah.
fucking mention my name with them. He on his own boat. He burnt his bridges with a lot of fucking people today. I don't got shit to do with him. I don't care. So when you bring him up, do not mention natural or naturalista. My other brothers and sisters, they can speak for themselves. Please don't do
I'm good.
it.
Yeah, y'all already know better. Don't mention
I'm
me with
straight.
that boy.
He and
Yeah.
followers, if you like my content, you like his content, it's cool. Y'all can support both of us. At this point, I don't care. You your own people, you keep it in neutral. But as of me, don't come to me talking about some why you don't talk to him no more. I don't fuck with him. It's case
And
closed. I
then
don't fuck with
Wow.
him.
and if anything go exactly, and anything go down with him, y'all go over there and go fight that battle on that side of the field with that boy. Don't come over here with my and ask me anything to help that man like that. And like I said, I'm not hating on him. I'm Bill best wish on his journeys. Like I said, it may mess around. He may mess around and and have some ties. I don't know. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that's
You know
funny
what's funny,
is
Opium?
what
I seen him come at you for no reason in my life. Like I seen him like jump up, come at you, and I'm like, yo, what's going on here? And then now I'm finding out this is like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
because I tried to humbly
Yeah,
bro
and then
respect, and he did what he did. I tried to send him that thing out of respect. Like 'cause I try to keep it fair, y'all. And David, I try to keep it in a fair manner due to people. You get what I'm kind of saying? So when I did my research and that dude said himself, hey, if you can go to court and show two science experiments of water naturally curving, you can have it back being a spinning ball in space. Other than that,
Right.
I don't care really. You get what I'm saying? Like go and you can win $15,000. How about you go win $15,000 and you can go to any court right now and go prove and show, like I said, show two science experiments of water naturally curving, and I will believe you.
And look, that's
Peace to
real. That's real
everybody.
right there. Look, this whole day could have went by so differently. It could have been a day
yeah,
of peace. But like I said, Mother Earth said, son, no. Mother Earth said, daughter, no. We got to make the division. It got to be. Yes, it's sad to say there's even division amongst the American Indians. It got to be because some people is doing it just for clout. And some people genuinely care about this. And I'm one of the people that genuinely care. I don't
Money
care if you my
always talk.
friend or not. I'm gonna call
Hmm.
you out how it is. And I expect the same thing. Like I was having a conversation with my brother Monty. I said, when
oh
I
my
do some dumb
God.
shit, let me know.
I'm so glad you said that because you know how you say you want to be around like-minded people. I
Yes.
say that to all of my friends in real life. And I think I said it in the group before. I believe I did when I say, if I'm acting out and I'm not holding myself to a goddess level, call me out. Tell me I'm tweaking, because I'm going to do the same thing. Like one of my ex best friends thought I was taking her baby daddy's side because I told her she was being petty because she wanted to keep her child away from him because he possibly have another child with another baby, with another woman, and they divorced.
Man, it's crazy. Man,
She
this shit is
couldn't
crazy.
she couldn't take it that I was holding her accountable. And it's like I would expect the same thing from you if I'm being petty or stupid or about to do something stupid.
Hey, I agree.
How y'all
Like
doing
I
today?
agree.
Hey,
What's
Like
peace
how
up,
Can I
y'all
Prince?
get
be, how
That's
can I
what
get
we're
okay,
a
you good,
referring
word in?
to.
right? When I
Hold on,
used to
y'all.
trip, y'all used to, oh whatever.
No, Opium, go finish your statement. Then
What's going
Prince,
on?
right after Opium, you can say what you gotta say.
Oh no, I'm just saying that's
Okay.
exactly. Y'all held me accountable when I used to be tripping and overdoing, how I used to do back in the day. Y'all used to hold me accountable, which helped me get to a better state. So, agreed.
All right,
Um,
all right,
how you
Prince.
doing, Professor? What's going on, Professor?
Yeah, I'll do. Don't
See
hit me
how
with
the
that, man.
universe works? The
What's
Yeah,
universe,
up?
Mother Earth
for
knew you
real.
needed a laugh.
I kind of asked y'all earlier when I seen Earth speak, do that TikTok. I asked y'all please not do this. Y'all the faculty. Y'all can't do this. Y'all got the eyes of the nation on y'all. I keep saying that to you, brother.
Hmm.
You and Earth speaks. None of y'all can't be opium. All of y'all, y'all know what y'all on. Y'all got a mission. That's why y'all started this. Okay. Now I'm the gray head here. Okay? You brothers are the faculty. Do your jobs. Stop that. No. I said y'all
Uh,
shouldn't do that.
Somebody got to get benched, and somebody just got benched. G.
No, no, no. Y'all can't do that because y'all the
But
faculty. You got to understand
yeah,
hey,
the
Prince,
eyes of the
Prince,
nation are
Prince,
watching y'all.
Prince.
no, I hear what
Oh,
you're saying because the Chickasaw,
The
oh my
eyes of the
God,
nation are watching y'all.
y'all know that video that went viral of the chief and
Congress
the
is watching
lady,
y'all.
the lady, and they stood up in Congress, and it's the guy. Oh, I can't think of his name, but the lady that was with him that was speaking started following me, and she's high up in the Chickasaw Nation.
mm.
She don't have a
I'm
lot of
saying.
followers on here, but it's that person.
I
Now,
told y'all, a Choctaw Nation genealogist admitted to me today that our people did not, they admitted that our people did not want to sign the Dawes Roll. And in order for them to stay on the land, because they knew the Homestead Act was coming, they signed themselves up as a slave and said they worked for people, and they really didn't. They were just indentured servants to stay on the land. They know the
Propaganda.
truth.
Crazy, because that's the story that my grandma told me. Because I got a lot of Chickasaw and Choctaw bloodline, and a little Cherokee, and like a very little Creek that I found so far. And my grandma, who grew up as Chickasaw Choctaw as well, she told me that her family, we were slave owners, and a lot of the slaves were actually our own family members, so they won't be sold off into slavery. And then she mentioned something about paperwork.
okay.
And
Now,
she was
can I get in here for a quick second? So I'm gonna drop down. Just want to
Go
finish
ahead, Prince.
talking to the professor real quick. You got a war on your hands, professor. All of y'all do. That's why I dub y'all the Marvel Universe, because y'all fighting the whole fucking war, the Uncanny X-Men. For real. You fighting a war. No, I don't know. For real, y'all fighting a
Appreciate
war.
I'm Jane.
Y'all knocking them out with the knowledge, bringing people, waking people up. Y'all got a whole war campaign going on that y'all cannot stop. And you Earth Speaks, all y'all that got all these mass followers and people listening to y'all cannot, these minds cannot come together and do that. Y'all can't be debating each other and then, it's like, this is what I mean. Take
no, but okay,
Magneto.
put it like
Hold on, hold on, hold
Hold,
on,
hold
hold on.
on,
he.
hold
Just
on,
hold
Opie,
on,
and
hold
let
on.
him finish.
This is what I mean. Take Magneto when he got with Reed Richards. What the fuck happened? What happened? The two greatest minds. What happened in there? They got the battling, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But you got to come together and work together because y'all got both of y'all on a mission, the same mission to wake everybody up. And it's a war, man. This ain't done. Y'all can't do that. Y'all the faculty cannot.
No, I like I'm not disagreeing with you to a certain extent. G, it's just that he, like I said, he got to know his place. The hierarchy still got to come back. The old ways of the ancestors and the old ways of American Indian ways still exist, but we still got to incorporate some modern stuff. But we still can't disrespect the old ways though,
Hey,
and
hey,
and and,
Opie.
and those still are. And so we got to
Look,
be able to do both.
Hey,
we
Opie.
all
When
I
you
here
agree
for
with
the
said
Opie.
that, I didn't think of Earth Speaks being Magneto. None of that. I thought about Monty. I'm just being honest, Prince. Uh,
Why you say that?
I'm just
Why?
uh-uh,
because Earth do not
professor.
speak that knowledge. I'm keep telling y'all he do not. He don't read. He
That's
don't research. He
that's
regurgitate
exactly.
other people's stuff and don't give them praise for what they do. Now,
The
when you
point
said
is
Okay,
he's
that,
doing the job.
hey,
just
He's
because
waking
hold
you
on,
people
I'm
up.
Prince,
just use.
Prince,
Let me
just
use the
because
Marvel.
he
I'm
got
gonna
the
use the Marvel.
followers doesn't mean he doing the job. I'm just
Hey,
put there.
let me
Your
give you.
Is
knowledge,
it not?
your followers
Is it?
don't
Hold
match
on. Let me
your
ask you a
knowledge.
question. Is it not the stuff he's not? Is it not speaking? Is the stuff that's not true? Is it not true what he's speaking?
A lot of
Yeah,
stuff
can I
he
give you?
say is a lot of stuff he say it really isn't truth. So the stuff he read versus the stuff he say is not true. It's different
Okay,
when you
so
read.
he been talking.
Mhm.
So the stuff he be saying in his videos, talking about our ancestors and stuff. None of that's true.
We don't know his ancestors.
No, just the things he speak on. Don't you watch his TikToks? Don't you check
I
out what he
can't.
say?
I can't
but
say
look, this
when he say our ancestors, who ancestors he talking about? That was the point Opium was making. We don't know your ancestors. We don't know your tribe. Your ancestors can be somebody from freaking
But see, look, no,
Australia for now.
he's covering a general he's covering all of it. He talks about all of it. He don't keep
Regurgitate
it. Yeah, but the point is he's still doing the job though. It's getting
how?
people to
can I
What?
listen.
can I
How is it?
It's
How
hold
getting
is
on?
it
Hey,
the
people
hold on, hold
job,
on. Can I
Prince?
because look,
hold
listen,
on?
all
Hold
of
on.
y'all doing
I'm
a
gonna use
job on here. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all all talking about our ancient past. No matter which way you bring it, whether he's regurgitating it, he's still doing the job.
He
Y'all
said if
reaching people's
tribes.
minds.
but
He said tribes don't
hold on,
matter.
hold on. Can I
Okay,
can
that's his
exactly?
opinion.
But hold on. But
Okay,
okay,
I
hold on.
got
Let me
you.
get. Can I use? I
Just
want to
let
use. I
bygones
want to
be
use your
bygones.
analogy. No, no. Hold on, y'all. Because I want to use your analogy that you used to see if this makes more sense, right? Because you used the Marvel analogy and him being Magneto, a whole little magic. Let's look at it like this.
Because
You know
he
how
is.
you got. Nope. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what he is. He's the person that don't have. His powers ain't even developed. G, due to the fact of him not even being and working on his genealogy. So, due to the fact of him suppressing his own powers because he's been either too lazy, too cowardly, whatever valid
Okay,
excuse you
young
give him,
brother.
not take his hold on, for his powers not to grow, right? Because you have to look at it like this. Some of us ended up having Wolverine powers. Some of us ended up having all multiple kind of powers, right? Because there's you got Silver Surfer powers, all kind of multiple powers in the Marvel
He like
universe.
the dude
And
Hmm.
with the
she already know where I'm
he
going
like the
with it.
dude from off the lighter, the one that had the light, use the lighter to flick it. The little young
See,
boy that was hard headed. That's
y'all,
what he
y'all,
like.
y'all playing games, but it's
Well,
still a
since we
mission that
claiming
all of y'all
characters,
are
I'm
on.
She-Hulk.
You understand?
I'm definitely Jane
Exactly. He
with
don't
Dark
even
Phoenix.
right.
Y'all
You feel me?
losing
Like his
me.
powers ain't
The
even
point is,
developed
it's a
yet. And you over
war.
here you trying to tell me
Hold on,
about his
y'all.
superpower.
Hold
Hold on, you
on.
trying to give him
I
his
don't want to. I don't
superpowers.
want to leave with a bad foot. I don't want to leave with a bad foot. Look, Unc, I get what exactly what you're saying. I get that you're saying he's pushing the knowledge. Let me go against my pride. He's pushing the knowledge. He's
There we
letting
go.
people know that they
Thank
are
you.
Indians and things like that, and we shouldn't be fighting. It could cause a division between the two. Because there's people that's from his panel watch my stuff, and there's people
Getting it.
from my stuff that watch his stuff. I get you.
That's right.
The
That's
only
right.
thing I'm just saying is when things occur, please don't put us together. I don't talk to him. I don't do that. He can.
Uh,
I send him.
Sometimes, hey,
I'm being honest. I'm being honest, Prince. I'm sending him by his peace. I don't. After this lie, I'm not gonna speak on him no more. I'm not
okay.
gonna do it no
Well,
more. I'm not gonna
well,
try to cause some
Can I
type
say
of
look,
That boy
something?
look at it like
Nightcrawler.
no more.
this.
But
Hey,
even
we
even
gonna leave
amongst us,
Nightcrawler alone.
Can I say
Look at it
something?
like this. Look at it like
Not
this. Okay.
Nightcrawler.
Can I
Look
say
at it like
something?
this.
naturalist
Go
want to
ahead.
say something real quick. Then you go, Prince.
Elder, I understand exactly what you're saying. And my whole thing is, I kept hearing this a lot throughout the whole live. I don't understand why people expect him to be like the bigger person. Earth Speak is the older person. He's
I'm gonna
supposed to
go
be
talk with
leading
Earth
the
Speak
example.
too. I ain't done. I'm gonna go
He is
talk with Earth
literally the
Speak.
one that came. Like I know Mofak started, but he is literally the one that
That's
carried
fine.
it on
Hold on, y'all.
and
Let her
continue to
finish.
be doing, doing what he is doing now. What I don't get is how people can't see how that
Y'all
is
won.
wrong.
See,
You're supposed to
y'all
be
won the
setting the
war with more
example.
facts and
Hold
all
on,
of
Prince.
that.
Let her finish.
My thing is, you're supposed to be setting an example. I say this all the time. When I be saying people, oh, like when you're older than me, I look at you as an elder. I'm
Hmm.
expecting you to set an example for me to, like a way I'm supposed to
I
act.
am.
Or I look at you as like my mom, like, or my other dad. Like,
I
that's how
am.
my mom and them brought me up from where I'm at. So when I see people on this app act like that, it rubs me the wrong way. So I'm like, why he saying, okay, he young, but if you supposed to be the elder in this situation, do you think you're supposed to be doing what you're doing right now?
Well, sometimes our egos get the best of us, and I knew that was gonna happen when I first heard about it.
Mm.
So sometimes when you're in a war, you got to work with a general with an ego that you don't like. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all are at a war. Y'all at a psychological war where you waking people up, hitting them with knowledge, and they cannot. The eyes. I'm gonna say this again. You think this is just on TikTok? The eyes of the nation are watching y'all.
Right.
Okay, they are pitting that y'all cannot come together, cannot find unity. See, they want to shut TikTok down because of what y'all doing right now. Y'all fighting a psychological war. You waking people up, man, letting people know about their past, ancient civilization. I don't realize this is used to be the Tartarian Empire, and we Wakanda. You know, all the past inventions and it came out, and I learned all of this from y'all. It was just sitting in the back of my head the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? Because I used to hear all of this when I was growing up. So you done made me look at this whole country differently. A sense of who I am and myself. And do you think y'all not doing this? All of y'all that got followers, y'all at a war of waking people up and giving them a sense of pride in who they is. You faculty cannot be doing that. Y'all got to work together. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all can't be showing that division because you got a war you're fighting. You started it. You got to finish it, bruh.
I agree with you. I
Right.
agree
That
with you.
Yeah,
battlefield is hard
I'm
against
not
y'all.
disagreeing,
Y'all got plenty
but he
enemies. You and him both
exactly.
said, okay, I'm gonna stop after this. You and him both said, we in this alone. And I had to look at the United Nations. I was listening to y'all and I started thinking about it. Wait a minute, America is paying off all these countries. Oh my God. Damn. They all in it together. They all helped them come over here and take over. We are in this alone. And this is where the war starts at with the mind. What y'all doing.
Right.
Like you said, reset. So you got to check them egos while you in the war, man. For real.
You're
Right.
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 You're
You
right.
most,
Faculty
you
can't
most
argue.
right.
Is it? My mama was
I
a
get
teacher. Okay.
Elder
My
has
mama was a
spoken.
teacher and a
I get
college
what you're
professor.
saying. I get what you're saying. And in the same sense, but when situations like this happen, I ask myself logically, when a person show me their true color, I believe them. When you show me who you are the first time, I believe you. So if you act like this again, I know how to expect. I know what to expect. So if this person already showed me who they are, that term, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, that means something different to me. I apply it differently, Lamb. It don't just mean like skin color.
Look,
All skin folk ain't kinfolk, and that means like just because we look alike, that don't mean we the same people.
gotta
And it
stop
could be
that.
somebody
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could
right
be a whole
now,
nother
it
race
don't
looking
matter
a
what
whole
you look
nother
like.
color.
Y'all gotta come together.
That
Y'all
could
gotta work
be
together.
right there
Yep.
with me. They could be on that
Hey, Prince
battlefield
Dre.
fighting for me. So
According to the United Nations and the Declaration, sorry, Naturalist, let me say this part, you can finish what you're saying. According to the United Nations Declarations of the Indigenous People, it says we can come together. It's in Article 33. It says we can go to the United Nations as an individual. We don't have to come together because really it's the net is really when it comes down to it, it really boils down to you individually, not as a nation. Because people as a collective got to know who they are first, which they got to
Right.
do it individually. Then they got to go declare who they
You and
is
Earth speak and all of
individually.
y'all call class. Okay. So the
Hmm.
only thing I'm saying is you and the rest of y'all that pulled all these classes and got all these minds waking up, got people talking, got the Congress watching you. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all cannot be having attitudes towards each other. Not public. Keep it off the air. You know, respect each other.
Yeah, I
Y'all
can respect
faculty.
that. I can respect
bro.
that.
I just want
Just
to say
remember that.
this.
I've been calling you
Like,
professor ever since I got on here. Classes in. I call you
Right.
check
Magneto
this
because
out.
of your attitude.
Hey, Dave can go up. Hey, Prince, I do got to keep this in well, not just Prince. Everybody, I do got to keep this in rotation. I do got two more people that want to come up.
All right, I'm
But
Yeah,
go
I
done.
mean,
ahead, Dave.
That's all I wanted
Hey,
to
you
say
can
to
go ahead
you.
and let me down, brother. I got to get some stuff done. I appreciate you, man. Much love to everybody, man. Hey, we got to keep it together. This ain't the first time that we have been attacked by the Big Five.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna leave it that way. I'm out.
Most
yeah,
definitely.
you know,
Peace.
for me, hey, peace, brother. For me, I enjoy Earth Speaks work. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything. Just like how I have the scientists that come up on my panel. I don't agree with everything, but I listen, I hear them out. But the thing, what I don't agree with is him trying to belittle us because we have been teaching even longer than him. So that shit has to stop. And then another thing is, he should never let the shape of the earth interrupt his momentum. If you're on a roll and you got the people, don't ever talk about that shit to make us feel fucked up about it because we're teaching you the fucking truth. Just
Hmm.
because you believe it's a spinning ball, we're not rocking with that shit. It's too corny.
Yeah,
In my
Now,
case,
he
I'm new
umbrella,
to
yeah,
David.
teaching
Like
on
like
TikTok,
he,
but I've been doing it like in real life. I'll just be like, "You want to know a random fact?" and I'll just spit out some random history type shit. I've been doing that for years to people, like people that I personally know. But I'm new to putting myself out there and giving this information to thousands of people. And I've been seeing people and seeing me in lives calling me a leader and giving me props on the work that I put out. You know, I never thought that I'll be doing something like this, but this is what the universe set up for me to do.
yeah, I'm
And it's ironic because
I'm shocked.
I'm a teacher at a learning center.
I'm shocked. But I agree with Prince. Let's try to avoid the arguments if ever you come across. But I know you're not with coming across them anymore, so that's fine. You guys want to part ways, that's cool. But as far as me, I respect his teachings. He even threw me a gem. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't even speak against that. What I don't do, I don't talk about flat earth because we totally disagree about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's going to cause a fight. I know it will. And I can easily make him look wrong, but I would never do it because I see him fighting for us on the right track. That's it.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. Like I said, all of this is just basically
Let's
just
just
the
hope we
stop,
don't come and follow you.
just speaking on the disrespect that took place, and that is it. But like I'm just saying, with me, it's a certain way how I move. I learned my lesson. Those of y'all that's in the group, I learned my lesson from what had took place a moment ago about keeping people that have certain attitudes towards you close. I learned my lesson from that, and this is no different, just in public view. Um, but yeah, me, I don't care what anybody else does, just me. That me not dealing with him is not dividing nobody. That's a personal thing. Like I said, y'all go to this thing, get your gems, come to my stuff, get your gems, go to David OPM Naturalista, before all C3. I don't know I am canon, but go to him, get your gems. It's not gonna defeat anything. It's not gonna take away from anything. It's just who I'm choosing to deal with and who I choose not to deal with. I just learned my lesson. But I totally agree. And that's another reason why I'm going to YouTube too. So I can stop with all this. I've been working on that behind the scenes.
Yo, so you for real, when you go to YouTube, you can't post TikTok videos without getting paid?
Yeah, it cannot be TikTok videos without the watermark. I mean, it can't be TikTok videos with the watermark. It got to be TikTok videos without the watermark.
So
So
if I took off my watermark on in my settings, then it'll be good to go.
I don't know how you could do it in your settings, but if it's a way,
I
but
saw it. Yeah. I
this
saw the option one time. I saw it a
another
long
way,
time ago.
another way you can get the link to your video right and go to Google and type in TikTok downloads, and you can download your video without the watermark and just re-upload it to YouTube. So that's another
Okay.
way too. But yeah, TikTok will not pay you for reuse content. That means reuse
YouTube.
content on other social medias. And they learned about
You
watermark.
need okay.
YouTube won't pay you. But yeah, somebody has something to say? Before all, I am Cannon. What did it say? I am King Hall. What? Is I'm saying that
Yeah,
wrong?
man.
Yeah,
I'm
Nah,
gonna
I am
drop
King.
down,
I
brother, so you can
King,
Yeah.
rotate.
man. Peace, love, man. Light and abundance to
Peace.
all the children of light in the chat, brother. Man, it's look, both of y'all are great creators, brother. It's
Mhm.
like, you know, you drop so much now that I'm on your joint on the YouTube too. And I appreciate everything that you put out, brother. Man, y'all two different types of teachers, brother. He leads you on a different path than what you lead other people on. Yours is more on the who you are on this land. His is more of a who we were in other civilizations. You understand what I'm saying? I got two different types of knowledge that y'all drawing from. So when he's saying I'm connected with the ancestors and all of that, and you can't gaslight him, my man. Like opium, I love you, brother. You can't gaslight a grown man. So yeah, of course he knows where his mom, his portal as he called it. That's where he comes from, but he also has a father that have these same features and phenotypes as us. So you can't take that because DNA is DNA. It's nothing but memory. It's proven. It's scientific fact. It hold all the memory. So that memory from that side, on that indigenous side, you got to get that credit, my man. And that's why he do what he do. That's the side that's pushing him to do what he do. That's the side of the consciousness that's pushing him to move the way he move. But y'all two different types of teachers. And, you know, I'm in the air with it's all about flat earth, round earth. Man, it's dimensions. You understand what I'm saying? If you understand dimensions in physics, it's a different take. Like the third dimension, we can't fathom the fourth dimension. The fourth
Mm-hmm.
dimension can see through, in, and around us at
All
all
right.
times. You know, so when you get into it's a levels of understanding. But y'all two different type of teachers, and y'all just bump ahead on the subject that we probably ain't even ready for yet. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the one thing. It was all good just a week ago. One thing causing this divide, my man. We ain't learned nothing from
Hey,
civilization
King.
to civilization.
It,
We got to stick together.
no, but
But like I
no,
get
but
what you're
that
saying,
hold on.
because
But
you
that's
can lead, you know, but you don't have to lead together at the same time. You can run two different squads. Don't tear somebody down, because you got to ask yourself on a spiritual level, how is this serving my reality?
That's
What I'm
true.
doing right now, how does this serve me in my being as a spiritual being? Because I'm in an experience. How does this serve me in this reality?
That's true. But
Or
King, I do gotta say something on that.
I'm
This
with you, my
thing,
man.
this thing happened before, and when he belittled my mind and
exactly.
all that other stuff.
Yeah, but
I said I'm gonna
I
let that slide. He went 15 minutes ranting while I was on live talking about me, and I stayed quiet and let that slide because I know how he was. This I told everybody I'm never gonna let that happen again. He tried to do it again, but in this instance, he disrespected everybody, including the people that watched him. And I had to come up and set the standard and tell him what's up with that. Basically, you are 100% right on it. I am no one to talk about his port and all this stuff. And if you want to say he come from the ancient Atlanteans, and if he feel like he did, then okay, it's whatever. But other than that, that's just me. I mean, what I'm doing is not dividing anything. I'm just cutting my ties like I cut ties with a lot of people who I thought was close, but really hating out the back door. That's just how it is. But I respect your word and
And then,
everything you said, King. I
hey,
I
respect
can
that.
I
feel you. I
say something
appreciate
also
it,
though?
man. I
But this
appreciate
one,
you. Go
can I
ahead, my
say
man. Go
this?
ahead, Opie.
Yeah, I just want to state because it's like this is what I find kind of conflicting. This is very conflicting for me and myself and others that are in positions of who've done their genealogy and a part of certain things and have done enough research to understand now how, you know, heavy and important it is to take in consideration a lot of the older elders' teachings and a lot of things how we, you know, depends on what tribe or who you tie to, et cetera, right? And for a person to be having as many followers that he has and all the people that, you know, are kind of speaking up for him, and it's kind of making me like trip because the man has not acknowledged or or taken that trip on going on finding thyself, and that's a whole different
Well,
experience, that like how I was mentioning it to, and for him to sit up there in front of everybody and say that he's receiving messages and he's doing this for the ancestors, but then don't know his ancestors and has not done his genealogy, just now start working on his genealogy. Who are your ancestors? Who are you referring to? It's kind of, to a
he's
certain extent,
referring to
disrespect.
what he's teaching them about, though, is what he's saying is the Atlantean. See, it's levels
Hey,
to a lot of
hey,
stuff,
y'all.
you know, and
I've been
that's
sitting
all it
down
is. Y'all,
patiently. Hold up. I've
go
been
ahead, man.
sitting
Go
down
ahead.
patiently trying to understand people that's jumping up here trying to defend the earth speaks. Let me tell y'all what's going on from my perspective. You sitting up here talking about you speaking for the ancestors. Which ones you talking about? Because Do you have any personal stories of your grandfather being lynched? Let's talk about your
See,
stories that you're speaking about.
see,
Can you speak about any tribes that you're a part of that were kicked off the reservations? What ancestors are you talking about? Because if you mix and you got your European side, cool. But are you African? What are you? We don't know who you are yet. So we was rocking with you because you was bringing some bit of a knowledge and talking about America. But I'm not gonna stoop to your level and sit here and believe everything that you say because I'm gonna go fact check you. Everything that you producing is not original for you of you. And when he sat up there and was talking about me on this panel, all while duetting two of my videos, but you gonna go talk down on people that you don't already duetted? That's whack to me. That's whack. So I'm not here to hold hands and be friends with him. I'm not here to backtrack, do nothing with him. So either y'all gonna, at this point, you're gonna have to pick a side. That's how we feel. You're gonna
see,
have to pick a side. Ain't
see.
no more straddling the fence. That's how we gotta go. Y'all want to be on both sides to get both of the knowledge? Well, you go fact check and see what knowledge is true. That's what you need to do. Go see
But that's
who
what
knowledge is
everybody
real.
should be doing. Everybody should
Done
be
with it. Done with it.
following up on what's being brought to them. So then you can see if that resonate with you, baby
But sh-
girl.
but
Y'all all bringing it. 'Cause I follow all of y'all. Y'all bombing
but
here.
y'all letting
See, I can understand that everybody want us to be cool, but look, shoot, everybody not gonna be cool. It's just I can understand that y'all look at us
I
as a
got
big
hey,
family.
I got this to my age, so
Y'all look at us as a big family and everything. That's cool. That's fine. But I'm saying is, I'm not rocking with it, and y'all need to be honest with yourselves. I only got on this man panel about two to three times. He only been over here on my side about one or two times. The people that be in my stuff, this is the people you see up here. Chris, this your first time up here. How you doing? But other
Hey,
than that, yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, you go ahead and speak. This everybody. This is Chris. He cool.
right?
He
Yeah,
calm. He collective.
exactly.
Don't
Highly touched,
talk trash to him. He is cool.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
So Chris,
Hey.
highly touched.
the money, brother.
Hey, yeah, I just like to first off say, yeah, I mean, yeah, this is my first time on any live, period. But, yeah, like, I appreciate I mean, like all the knowledge that you put on. I mean, that you research and I mean, all the work that you put in to give, to the melanated community and to everyone, period. And to those that can't accept, that who the real Indians are, I mean, and any truth at all, are just ignorant. So I mean, it's just a impulsive, it's a negative impulsive world that we live in. So it's just like, for myself, speaking of, you know, uh, for the last 2 years is like me like discovering the truth and stuff like that, getting deep in the rabbit hole and stuff like that. So it's knowing who the Israelites were and stuff like coming from whether Africa and discovering your page, you showed me that America, and the real Indians are the original people,
mm,
of the Most High and stuff. So it's but a lot of most people ain't gonna most people are just going to be ignorant when when you show them something, or I mean when you show them facts or whatever like that, they're not going to accept it. Well, it's just and like I said, it's just you don't want to waste your energy on ignorant people like that. You want to, when someone wants to know your thoughts on like what you think is real or not, or whatever, what is real, they just they just do that just for a kick, just to they just want to see you in a negative state. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
speaking
I
it's
agree
facts.
with you 100%.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
because
don't know
it's
if I
like
said anything right or whatever, but
no,
No,
it's
it's
just
good.
like it, some
People just acknowledging because you the first time. It's the first time you came on the panel. And everything. I already been in on you. You hit me up in my DMs and stuff. I already know you, but you knew everybody else. They seen you for the first time and everything. So he is cool people. Just letting you know he's straight. I'm saying from natural, he is straight people. So please don't harass this
I'll
man.
about
Please
yeah,
don't attack
I
this
promise you.
man. Don't do none of
it's
this
all
stuff.
good. It's all,
I'm just
Because
letting y'all
this what
know.
y'all got. Y'all got
He
to
okay,
understand.
cause
He's taking the journey. He's taking willing to be open minded and take that trip. You know how much you have to commend a person, no matter what they look like or who they are, to understand that we've been collectively lied to about multiple things besides just like how he mentioned him being us introducing him to how our true identity as American Indians. But there's more stuff to it. Like we was discussing earlier. Why are we not using water powered cars, and why are we still using not having free energy? It's multiple other things that we talk about also that's part of the collective problem of society, of why society is where it's at. It's just lies on top of lies that multiple people are getting in the way and want to tell half truths or do half of the research, piggyback off people, just want to be the lead or something just because it's a new, they think it's a, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to start not like how Natural said, people who are really about it. It don't matter what you look like. You have to be really about this because this ain't no easy roller coaster.
It's
nope,
true.
nope. It's all inside, and I mean, I lost a lot of friends and even and like family members, that don't, talk to me no more just because whether I post, who the real indigenous are like the real Indians are and all that stuff and just any type of real truth, and they're all sucked into the news and all that stuff and they're all wrapped into like what the world wants to mold them into. So it's like, it's like, my father and my mother, they're all Catholic and I mean, just religion is just like one example, but it's just like, they
Agreed.
worship the news. They just worship whatever they tell them on, and that's including everybody, Pan Africans, and natives or whatever like that. They're all like they all
Exactly.
want to listen to what
Black
they're told what
folks,
they are.
everybody. It's a gang of people.
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
it's
what you
you
say,
okay
open?
with
I
me.
just
It's
couldn't
just
hear
the
you.
fact that he got up here, and this is my first time seeing this person. I don't know who you are, but welcome. But it's just the fact that
Thank you.
you can call us black, and you like you respected our terms, and basically like you being respectful. So like people can have a dialogue. Like just come with respect. Like if you want to say who you are, you can be who you are, but just be respectful. Like don't try to discredit me because you feel some type of way. Cause your truth is your truth and my truth is my truth.
Mhm.
Hmm. And that's the thing for
So what's
from
crazy?
me being a non-melanated being, it's just like I mean, I know who I am as a person. I mean, I have a soul and stuff like that, and it's all about, like I said, it's all about who you are inside. The good in you and accepting, like searching the truth and accepting it. I mean, those that can't, even with you showing proof, like I've seen like a lot of TikTokers that prove that they're indigenous and stuff like that. They're all, Indians, like the original Indians and stuff, and a lot of negativity shooting them down and stuff. Shooting you guys down and stuff. It's just messed up. And I'm shaking my head at it. It's just ignorant, pure ignorance, man. And it's just those, and that's why I said earlier, like I said, don't waste your energy on negativity and stuff like that, man, because they're only acting like that because they're because because you like because they're hiding something, you know what I mean? Because they want to like I'm trying to find a word for it, but it's just that they're guilty, you know what I mean? But they won't admit it, you know. I mean, just admit who you are, you know. I mean, we're all, like I said, we all like we're all given these vessels and stuff like that. We're all dealt these cards, you know, like in life and stuff like that. Like
We
I
was
wasn't
all.
asked to be
I'm
born
gonna
the
say
way
we
I
was
am, you know what I
too.
mean? It is what it is.
Right.
It's
But
that saying. It's that saying. Our fathers
Exactly.
inherited lies, so we
He
was all
vibrating on the
lied
fourth
to.
dimension. Like people, like what he talking about, I could tell like he vibrating on the fourth dimension because he's not like what he talking about. He's seeing past like skin color, like he just said, like he wasn't asked to be what he is, but like he just accepting who he is, like and people should accept the same. And I was thinking that too. I was like, if I was born something else, you know, outside of who I am, and you know, I come to realization like, dang, I've been lied to. Like I just be like, dang, I just got to start over, you know, and just try to build like from who I am. I can't be mad, you know, like I don't understand why
uh,
people can't get that.
no,
Or
no. No, it's a lot of jealousy out there, like who the chosen ones are and stuff. So like this race may say, oh, we're the chosen ones, and this other race say, we're the chosen
right.
ones and stuff, and you know the indigenous community, you know, which is you guys and stuff like in the heartland of the Americas and stuff is the old world and stuff. They don't want to accept that because they think they're the chosen ones. But it's all like I said, it's all about like you said earlier about you and the other guy on TikTok and stuff. Like he's all about clout and stuff. That's why you know that's why all that negativity. That's why the way he's reacting in a negative way, like instantly and stuff like that. Just whatever he's doing, calling you out or whatever. Just, but you know, it is what
because
it is,
he
man. I
don't
just ignore it.
he
You
don't
know,
he don't want he don't want to. It's not because he want to make it like we trying to bully or whatever it is. It's like no, you got to know
right?
your place. You ain't even took the journey. You think because you've been open minded and you stumbled upon a few things and you done did this and researched that a little bit or maybe read a little bit that you don't really know thyself. You don't know your oldest port of life, my
Right.
boy, and that's why to me, for how y'all know me at this point now, I keep everything fair. I don't care who you are. Do you know where you fit in? Have you accepted where
Mm-hmm.
you fit in? How did you handle it when you found out where you fit? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you? That's what I'm worried about. Do you even care? You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Exactly. I mean, are you selfish or are you selfless? You know, what I mean, it's like one of the two. It's like you got to put that ego and pride aside or whatever, and just accept, what is, So it's just I don't know, man. It's just like I said, I always was I mean, no one knows me and stuff like that, but on here, but like for me saying like I was always open minded and doing what's right, and to me like the truth is right, like I don't take nothing offensive whether like white people came from monkeys or whatever the heck it is what it is. You know what I mean? Or whatever the heck.
No,
Like the stuff you posted, like the stuff you posted more natural and stuff like that. Like I've seen all the comments, it's nasty and all that stuff, but I came to you, as a you know, like a regular human being and whatever like that, you know what I mean? And I'm open hearted, you know what I mean? I want to know the truth. And I'm glad that you accepted me, you know, even as friends on here and stuff like that, and give me, knowledge and stuff like that, because there's many out there that, just because of the color of my skin or vice versa, they're not going to, they're going to reject you just because of that.
Mm-hmm.
this trip, and you know what tripped me out, G? This is one thing that tripped me out. This one thing that trips me out that I always have people to pay attention to. You can be who you are right now and the way you look right now, my G. But we all don't know if you're still, because certain bloodlines aren't supposed to mix. Just because you're the way you look and you're the skin tone you are, don't mean you still are not supposed to have another baby with a certain person that may look like you. That's just not your blood type.
Right,
Like
right,
that still
right.
matters. You know what I'm saying? Like it still matters. It don't matter what you look like. You get what I'm saying? Like there's certain people you probably cannot have a baby with, and you may not even have that trait due to your blood not carrying that. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
No, no, you're right. You're right. You
It's
know,
on the
and
personal level.
and oh, who was talking?
No, that was me. I just say it's on the personal level.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And for me, like I'm not asking nobody to, you know, look at it like, trust in me or whatever the heck, that's on you and stuff like that. Because I don't deal, like I said, I don't worry about what others think. Like I speak from my mind and my heart and stuff like that. And if you think that I'm, this bad person or whatever like that, because there's a bunch of other bad apples out there, then so be it. But there's a bad apple in every tree and stuff like that. But only the good ones are, are going to accept the truth and stuff like that, and knowledge and stuff.
Right.
So it's just like I said, it's all inside, and it's just messed up how the world is and stuff like that. Like I was on that like I think it was on David's page or something like that, like, and something about what Brown Girl Pride said or something, and I just said, like, why you acting the way you are? I mean, if why you acting in a negative way? If you are who you are, then why you even reacting to like what David's putting out there? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I mean, who you are. If you're indigenous, you're the real Indians or whatever, then why even put up TikToks about, defending like we are the real natives, you know what I mean? So it's just ignorant, man. And I look at even like people my complexion, like I just shake my head. Like I have certain family members on my mother's side that say, like, oh yeah, we got part Cherokee in us, and I'm sitting there like, this before, like, of course, I known that the melanated man was or woman was the real Indians and stuff like that. Of course, thinking that the Mongolian, you know, is the real Indians and stuff. I'm sitting there like, you don't even look like. I'm like, what are you
Yeah, some
talking
of them are
about? Like,
relatives. Crazy part.
yeah,
Some of
yeah,
them are
yeah.
relatives. See?
Mm-hmm. So it's like, even like me as in a European descent, you know, like I accept, like I said, I know that the real Europeans were melanated. You know what I mean? The whole world was melanated. So it's like, if you can't just accept that, I mean, it ain't no, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like,
No,
We
it's
feel
just
the
messed
same
up.
way you feel. That's
it's
how I
funny
feel
because
all the
it's
time.
it's it's fun. It's a trip. It's like whoa.
Yeah. Someone
Yeah,
commented on when you
yeah,
said, when they asked why you reacting if you know who you are. My saying is those the $5 Indians. You can only feel
right.
erased if you was penciled in. The $5 Indians were penciled in. The pen
Okay.
was mightier than the sword.
Mhm.
They paper genocide us. So now we're saying like, hey world, we're still here. We didn't go anywhere. They're trying to make these people make y'all think these people is us, and they're not. They came from here. We all learned
Mm-hmm.
about this land bridge. It's still there. After the ice melted, they started
Mm-hmm.
coming by boats. Like, and they're doing the same thing throughout America. So then when they hear us say American Indians, a lot of these people are in Mexico, Canada, and on the West Coast. None of them on the East Coast, and we speaking on East Coast history. And then they start speaking Spanish like we don't know what Spanish sound like. You give it away.
Right. Cause yeah, yeah. Because the
You know.
original Latino Spanish were melanated. So
I get what you're saying, and I like what you said. The last thing you said, you was like, I don't see how people can't like basically understand that the whole world was melanated. Like, what's so hard to like? Why basically fight that? I'm just gonna paraphrase. Like,
What?
why basically fight? Like, I don't understand. I literally had this conversation with my brother, and we was thinking the same thing. We was just like, what's so bad that people that look like us could be the people that started everything? Like, why is that hard? Like, why is that such a bad thing? And I just
Right.
like just don't sit. I just don't understand. I was like, why am I born in a world that could think like that? And people to see other people ride with that, they just don't like. I'm just it's just not even word to explain how I feel about that. Like it baffles me. I just don't even know.
Yeah, but it starts with that, you know. I mean, if you know that, then why be mad? It's just simple. They don't I don't know, I guess, well, they don't do the research or whatever like that, but they don't simply know that the whole world was melanated before, white, Asian, and whatever came in, after behind there, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just, like I said, only the strong can handle, the real. So, the realist or whatever. So,
It's the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds should have.
That's you remember when I was saying earlier when I was telling
but it's deeper than that, like you said,
remember what I was telling you, Uncle Prince Dread, when I was saying that meaning our skin folk ain't kinfolk mean something different to me now. It don't just apply to like people that look like me, like my color. You could be a whole nother color, like a whole like him, and you probably be our people. Like you, like we can't say that everybody that look like us is really us. Like if you pay attention to anything, I'm gonna take it to a conspiracy mindset. If you pay attention to the last freaking Avatar, they had to literally make people that look like them to go down there to basically infiltrate them. So how do y'all not think that everybody that look like us could not really like could really be us or could not really be us?
Yep.
Halito, to the panel and to everybody in the chat. I'm
Who's
little
that?
in. Can you hear me? Little Indian hummingbird.
Oh, okay,
Alito,
okay.
too.
I forgot I even put you in here.
All
You
right. So
sound
Oh, yeah.
low.
Yeah, you was real low.
is it any better now?
A little
I'm
bit.
all right.
There we go. Halito.
Okay. All
Me
right.
too.
So this is what I wanted to say. I end up following you guys from like the panel and from the chat. I'm very new to this community. I'm in Jamaica.
Hmm.
Found out that I have ties to Shaka and Yamasi. That's not something that's spoken about in our culture, but that's not what I came up here to say. Generally, I listen to the lives while I work because I work with my hands, so I'm either weaving or doing something. And I noticed that all of yesterday, I know that David and Rashad had a live for a very long time, and several other people, even up into the night. Whenever I tap on your lives, it opens up. I'm only able to see the chat, but the live itself doesn't load. And I wondered if you guys blocked me. That's what I wondered initially, but then I realized that other people who are not in this community, when I tap on their lives, I'm able to see their lives.
Hmm.
So, and just before now, when I sent the request and you accepted it, I was kicked off of TikTok, and the app itself closed, and I had to come back on and request again. So the reason why I'm telling you that is to let you know that they are watching. They are definitely watching, and they are definitely
Fact.
trying to prevent people from connecting with you. I thought it was so weird. I mean, because I'm always in the chat. You guys see me comment, or I'll just come on and I'll say I'm working and I'm listening. I'm always, in somebody's chat somewhere. But that shook me yesterday, and it made me think really deeply. And I'm just going to say to you, please pray about it. Pray for guidance and protection, and please keep yourself secure as best as you can. Try to make sure that you stay within the bounds of what is termed as universal righteousness. That's the best way I can put it, because that is where your protection will come from.
Thank you.
And that's thoroughly why I came up here. Thanks for allowing me to share, and keep yourself safe, guys. Check this
Thank you.
out.
Before you drop down, let me
I'll
follow you
say, I'll
before you drop
say.
down.
Yeah, Koki, right? Yeah, Koki, so much for that.
Thank you. See somebody else in here real quick.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's
I'm
not
sorry.
lying because TikTok done that to me plenty of times. They would kick me off a panel and the whole app was shut out. That's when I would be back in the chat, be like, TikTok kicked me.
Right. So I just want to say I'm actually it was about to end this live, but I just wanted to
And they
say,
keep giving me
look,
poor connection. This is the first time poor connection. But
right. They usually do it on my account. But so and by the way, this account right here, my main account is just now coming out of uh what banned or whatever, TikTok jail. And I had to make a new page. And about time I got out of the TikTok jail, my new page was up to 1,000. So that threw me off. But other than that, this live have to be done just to set the standard of certain things. Yes, there is going to be a division amongst our people because I mean there's more people that has to be mentioned that I'm not going to mention that said basically F tribes. Tribes don't matter. What matters is your spirit and all them other things. You're basically saying F your ancestors. Forget what they said and what they passed down. So there's a lot more stuff that's going to be talked about, but that's going to be on YouTube. This is the first, I mean, this is not the first, this is the last time that I am doing a live like this. The last time. The
yeah,
rest
this
on
is
there is
just the
nothing
first
but
a
teaching.
first example, just to
Yeah.
set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, Chris, thank you for coming up. You said this is your first time on live and you chose to come
Yeah.
on my
Hey,
live
I
as
just
the
want to
first
show I'm
time.
real. I just want to show you I'm a real person, so I ain't no troll or nothing like that. So,
All good. I just
Appreciate
want to say
that,
I appreciate
bruh.
you using my live
Right?
as your first time coming up on my live, as coming up on live. So I'm taking that like a badge of honor. So I appreciate
same
it.
here, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
Prince
you.
Dre,
Right? For real. Like appreciate.
yeah, Prince Dre want to come back up before I end this live. What's up, Prince?
I didn't even know I had came up. I guess fate wanted me to
Send
come
the
up because
request and
I didn't even know I
accept
didn't even
you.
know I said one. I'm sitting here eating ice cream. Um, what was I going to say? I was thinking about saying something real quick. Yeah, I
He
do enjoy
said,
your
I'm
show.
dead.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I didn't even know it was coming up. But the lady was right. You know,
Hey,
y'all got
for
to.
those of y'all that want to know what happened, this live is going to be re-uploaded to YouTube. So if you want to watch the rerun and know what had freaking happened, what transpired, it's going to be on YouTube. Every live I do always been on YouTube. So just letting you know that's out this not coming. Uh, my boy Johnson down there, yeah, you'll see it on YouTube tonight if you wish to see it. If you want to go over there, look at that. But anybody else have anything to say before I end this live?
You good, man? I appreciate everything you do, man. All the information you provide. Like I say, I come on TikTok sometimes in classes and sessions, so I be changing classes, man, because I'm learning on different levels. But I appreciate you for what you provide me with, man. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? My monkey don't stop no show. That's an old saying. So that means you focus on what you got to do, big bro, and keep pushing. I appreciate it. Peace to everybody in the chat, man. Much love, light, and prosperity. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
Appreciate it.
Love you too.
Peace, everybody.
Right?
All right, peace, y'all. All right.
Appreciate. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate that.